We are live. Okay, so we'll wait for a few people to get into the chat.
Yeah, easy.
I won't say that.
Yeah, you won't say that.
No, you won't say that.
Colourful words here.
I'm on my P's and Q's now.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
the safest bet.
I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so tonight on the couch we've got Dominic from Vanguard Oz, and we've got Zach from Outlaws, and Coops as always in the back. Paddy, how you going? Last, you're first.
You don't worry about me.
VK.
I'm back here too.
And sorry,
VK's new recruit.
yeah, VK's new recruit.
Yeah, yeah.
What, Alan or Paddy?
Paddy.
Paddy.
Oh, Paddy.
I thought it was Alan. No.
Right, so I can boot him from the chat?
No.
Ruined it.
No.
Thought that
right.
was an easy out.
So we've got a bit of a jam-packed session tonight on NSL chat and also with
FCC chat.
FCC chat. So
Yep.
myself, I'll be handling the NSL, and Alan will be taking control of anything FCC. We've created a bit of a split, but we're still
We're going to give it a crack.
Yeah, we'll give it a
Okay,
crack.
so then who gets the kids?
So
trying
the
to-
back of- we are Vinci.
juggle two
that's
things
right,
at once.
Vince.
Yeah,
Vinci,
we're
back.
Vinci over here. Yeah, yeah.
Hey Cam, how you going?
Yeah, fuckers. Vinci.
Vince, what?
We're Vinci. We are
No,
Vinci.
you are.
Team
You
Vinci.
are.
Yeah, yeah. No. Us three at the back. We are Vinci.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We're the back of the bus.
Yeah,
We'll be
yeah,
NSL then.
We're the
Alright.
ministers.
We're up the front. So we're going to have a chat with Dominic first about your adventures around the last 2 weeks. What have you been up to? Where you been?
I've been at Blackside pretty much all of it. This is one of the
You got
only
a bed there now.
There's a couple of beds there.
Almost. The
There's a
Bay 4 looks good most of the time for that. But no, only because I've been running a lot of GBBR as well. So that's why
Yeah.
it's like one of the only fields that's still pretty conducive for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you go to other fields, it's just spray and pray, and like 210 rounds is gone down the drain in seconds. So
Yeah.
that's
we know
why.
that.
But it's also just like, again, like I find it, I think in terms of how they run the games at Blackside, I quite enjoy how balanced it all is.
Yeah.
It kind of levels it out for very different play styles as well, which is in other cases, you know, a bit harder to do and sort of, I guess, quote unquote, police. Like I've tried GBBR at Newtown, the only way to do it is HPA adapter. But then now my sort of struggle is the battery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, the battery keeping
the
up.
battery on the HPA adapter, like that one, probably 2 games of Blackside, that's it.
Really?
And that's just full, and that's
Dead
just,
battery.
Okay, yeah.
So you need several, yeah. Because I mean, the design on the MWS adapters was to try and make it as compact as possible. So it's not like, you know, the size of a Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well. So that was it. I did kind of not go to Buckers, unfortunately. Like most people bugged me about going,
Yeah,
but it
they
was
were
just
well over
108.
108.
108. No, and it was just really short notice. Like, you know, even myself, like, I guess understanding limitations.
Yeah.
It's like I know for a fact I was not prepared for it at all.
And a long drive too.
That too, and milsims are just one of those kinds of events where, you know, these are events that most people need to be conditioned for.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something most people underestimate.
Yeah. We had Joker come for his training session at NSL at Hardcore.
Yeah.
And he just finished coming back from Buckers. He was there that night, and then he had to make the drive, and
Eesh.
no sleep, no nothing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've got some videos on my
Was that
phone when he was absolutely dying on that field
Oh yeah.
with training. We worked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he
that
reckons
Joker.
he probably done about 30 Ks at
Yeah.
Buckers easy.
Jeez.
So-
I saw his post on socials.
Yeah. No, he I can show you a couple of videos of him, but
I'd say more than that because I walked 12.2.
oh, the gun's gonna fall.
I walked 12.2 at Newtown on Sunday, so he
Oh,
must have
shit.
done. He must have done that. Week before I did, or fortnight before was 17.7.
Holy cow! Yeah.
So,
Well, that's a lot to cover for a
so
ref.
that's it's just constantly walking around.
Yeah.
Doing loops.
Yeah.
So he would have probably done way more than 30.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Way more.
No, well, he reckons 30. He was on 30. Some of the other guys down there were like well into the 40s. So
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely
It's a lot of steps.
I
Yeah.
suppose
Yeah.
that's how involved you get, I suppose.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, right. But no.
I know these guys are used to it.
Hey, Keith, how you going, mate?
Yeah, no, but that's a good point though. Like, it's how much you put yourself into it, and honestly, like that's most games anyway. Whether it's Milsim Speedball or even your casual CQB, it's how much you put in is pretty. What you put in is what you get out of your experience. So
I actually enjoy doing the game modes.
Yeah.
Just going out and shooting everyone all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we did
like
that
I
at
said,
Blackside,
another-
didn't we? We just played team deathmatch all night.
That's pretty much all you ever
Yeah.
do, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's Blackside, Gel City.
Hey Todd, how you
Yeah.
going?
Anywhere
Dale,
we go,
how you
it's
going,
just
mate?
Speedballs after each other. That's all we
that's
do.
it.
Well, the other night.
Have
at
you
Gel
filled your
City,
team
we-
yet,
we-
Dale?
We did game modes.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spy game mode was pretty funny. The last one.
Yeah, you bitch. Don't get me
Which one was that?
started.
Oh,
So
yeah.
John's the last
yeah,
one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
spy game.
Yeah.
Was
He
funny.
was
It was
Spy.
funny because both of us were spies.
Spies. So was airline Matty Collins.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
We had three of us all pushed up in the centre.
Yeah,
I turned around, I saw the little prick at the back.
yeah.
I'm just going, Zach, push up, we've got it covered. He comes up and just goes,
Oh, nice.
Hey
Hey Nick, how you going, mate? How you going?
So I just called
Joe
him up
Man.
here just to shoot us.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's
Funny
it.
thing is, I shot someone before that, and I actually thought you heard me shoot him, and looked at me. I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. When I get up here, I'm like, oh,
Someone
cool.
knows who I am.
When I get up here, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm safe.
Yeah, no, that's
Nice.
cool.
That's it.
Did it.
Yeah, I just played. I'll tell you what, there was a young fella there, Brandon. I got his name and I added him to the chats. This young fella was like pretty much coming around the back of us every 5-10 minutes.
Was he on the
and-
pistol? Son, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he was on the pistol and he wrapped around and bang probably
Everyone.
4 or 5 times the whole night. Fuck, he was a really good player, especially on that pistol. Like, and
He's fast
he'd
too.
like and he'd like come running through the building and then just slide on his knees and bang like, fuck, it's so quick, so quick.
Yeah. This is the black side.
No, this was at Gel City.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was
The
gonna say
last
black
one.
side, man. I want to see him slide up some stairs.
Actually, I've never seen anyone slide in that place yet.
in black side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen like one or two, but
you
it's,
haven't been looking.
Yeah,
I'm usually
few-
hiding.
few of the teenage guys, well, the 18, 19, 20-year-old guys slide. Even Anthony Chaseling with the one with the big rattle gun, the rail gun.
Alan does it a fair bit. He spends a lot of time on his knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times he doesn't get up his knees.
yeah.
No, that's it. So
That's Joe, man.
that's Joe, man.
Yeah, he can't get off his knees.
He can't get on his knees.
Yeah.
Matty, what do we got?
What's FCC got planned?
What's FCC got planned, mate?
So, obviously the team announcement and the jersey design is all up now on FCC's page,
Looks
Yep.
sick. Looks sick.
Australia and the official page. So,
Supporters jersey as well yet, or
not quite yet. That's still in the works.
Yep.
yes, please glove up.
We're in the process of getting a few sponsors on board to help us fill a few gaps, but all going well. We're full steam ahead.
Yep.
We're going to start doing some weekly trainings every week down at GSA. So all in,
All in now.
all in.
When do you actually leave? Like, how long you got?
So we'll probably leave.
About 8.5
8.5.
Well, 8.5 days.
inches.
Inches.
Yeah, we'll probably be leaving.
Nah, really.
Late June, early July.
Yep.
Comps on the 5th and 6th, I believe.
Yep.
So,
Oh, actually, 'cause I was saying it's before NSL, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah,
days or
a
something.
couple of weeks. I
Couple
think
weeks,
a
is
week.
it?
A week.
yeah,
A week or two.
It's a bit of a gap. It's
Yeah.
a couple of weeks, I think. 'Cause I think NSL was, I want to say 23rd, maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, a bit of a gap there. But I'd imagine there might be one or two of us that might stay.
No, that's good. And we've got the NSL guys training hard as well. Have you been asked to come and have a hit up against the NSL guys?
Oh, have I ever?
You have.
Yeah.
What are your plans on that?
I haven't booked a
Obviously,
ticket yet.
both FCC and NSL need good players to play
Yeah.
against.
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously,
so
yeah.
with putting everything aside, would there be a chance of the FCC guys coming out and having a shoot at the NSL?
Yeah, so I know that at least a few of us will probably come down to the NSL scrims thing.
Yep.
On I believe the 24th, right? 23rd, 24th, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, quite possible. What kind of shit? Is
Okay,
yapping
so
Paddy?
Paddy's like, he is jealous. Okay, Gelman doesn't have any knees, and Gelman said, I wish I'd be able to shoot Zach again.
Jealous of the new
keep
members
dreaming,
of
Gelman.
VK. Well,
And-
Paddy, if you're a new member, mate, they're not going to be much of a VK.
Oi. And he's also got hashtag mad invite for Coops. So,
Who says I haven't?
yeah, that's right. Hey, Dale. We're okay, so we're trying to guess your two men
Yeah.
at the moment.
Who is it, Dale? Tell us.
I'm thinking it was Maddie and Pogie
We believe it's Nick Doyle.
and Nick Doyle.
You didn't ask for.
He didn't ask for one, Dale reckons. No invite. There you go.
What he said last night.
That's, yeah,
We're already doing like 5 of them.
yeah.
Oh, sweet. Because I'm assuming next year it won't be so cost free to go.
Quite possibly.
Hey Sam, how you going? How's VK, mate?
So there you go, Dale. That's
There you
it.
go. Let's see.
Take me off the list now. You got one less.
You
name
got one
to,
there. You got Sam.
One less name to figure out who is these two players that cross me off.
Well, one's got to be himself.
Yeah, well, maybe,
Oh,
maybe,
maybe.
maybe he's the super coach. Maybe he is.
Maybe he
Um,
is the super coach.
What's
I feel responsible for this happening because obviously Dale had a lot of fun the other week. When
Um,
we went out to
obviously
run,
he
mate.
did.
Yeah, good on you, bro.
Des and Troy. So that's destroy, mate.
Destroy.
Destroy. He's not silly, this old fella. Yeah. So even getting there and asking Alan to join VK.
Yeah, I've got just going off that. I got some outlaw news a little bit later.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're actually going in with VK. So it'd be
Okay,
VK Outlaws, is it?
Valhalla's
VK.
out.
Valhalla's Outlaws.
Yeah.
There you
That'd be a
go.
Pretty good name.
That's got a mad ring to it,
That
hasn't
should
it?
be a sick jersey too, actually.
It would be. It would be.
Cool.
No, don't have me. Ha ha ha. You don't want me. Why not? Why not, Sam? You want to get involved, mate?
Thought that
He's
might have
on
been-
Creed, mate. He's mine.
He's yours.
You reckon?
He's mine.
Alan got an invite to Anarchy.
Trainer.
Get out.
And Dale's actually saying maybe it is Alan.
Maybe it is.
Maybe. See?
Hey, I haven't made my announcement.
No,
yet,
he
so
hasn't.
Maybe it's not.
He hasn't. But
You got big shoes.
you've
to
got a
fill,
lot
mate.
of people asking questions,
Christ,
Dale.
has big
A lot of people. So maybe
I'm
it's
not
Alan.
that good.
No
You
one's
don't-
that good.
You don't have to be good. You don't have to be.
No, it was, Crisis.
Super coach will get you past the line,
Yeah,
mate.
I said Alan's got big shoes.
That
to fill.
also,
He
you're
wants
like
to
10
play for
mags
Crisis.
you run with anyway.
Crisis. I'm not that good.
Okay,
Not
so
even
Paddy's
gonna try
like,
for low shoes.
Paddy's like, you'll have to wash out all the sand that's left over, Dale. So that's all right. He'll flush it out.
Oh no, it's a ton there.
No.
You won't know about it.
There's still a ton there, isn't
Oh,
there?
it still is.
There is. All right,
There's
so
always, hey, I'm old, all right. There's always going to be a little trickle.
There's a little bit in this
little
year.
trickle. Oh my
The
God.
First step is awareness.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Second is admitting the problem.
Yeah. No. You got.
Yeah.
Shut up,
No
you.
comment.
Shut up.
Coops. Shut up,
Yeah.
Coops.
I'll be quiet now.
Yeah. All right. So Zach's come on and he's got a jersey that he wants to auction off.
This pretty looking one.
The Hellboy one.
Hellboy one.
Yep.
No one wants to know the name or the number.
No.
Not right now, they don't.
So 24/7.
Yeah, it's 24/7.
Yep.
It's extra large. One that's been sitting in my cupboard for like the last year. Was one of my mates, but yeah, he hasn't taken it, so auction it off for the NSL team.
Bro, I hope that is the case there, Dale. Crisis moving back from Melbourne
Is it?
and Hilly's quitting soccer.
Oh,
I hope that is the case. So that'll be.
pull that right there.
That's a good start.
You know,
All
it's
right.
tough.
Okay, so going to start a jersey auction off with this one, guys. $80 for the long sleeved Hellboy jersey, Vadios one.
Yeah, it's about the last one.
What
Timer
size?
has started.
The size is extra large.
Okay. We could get cancelled
Nah,
with what that name was.
nah. Yeah, so we were thinking Ty and Coops. Oh, Alan's up straight away with 80. You have the timer on there, mate?
I do.
Certainly do.
Hey, there's a bit on the jersey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Means time is going.
Time's
mate.
going. The time is ticking. So there you go.
I think that'll be my. I'm not saying I've got it yet, but that'll be my second. Cowboy.
Oh, is it?
Right
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So I'll show you the back.
You've planned.
So we show you the back.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
send
there
you a
goes
photo
that
of-
plan.
There goes that plan.
There goes that plan.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
We were
Yeah.
keeping it a surprise, but never
Breaking
mind
terms of
that.
service on Facebook.
Yeah. So
Alright.
We both had one when I put my comment up before.
Yeah, it's not on the couch stream. We
Yeah, I
haven't
got it.
Oh
broken.
yeah, yeah.
You would. We played in it.
Yeah. Don't mean I was part of the team. I was asked to use the jersey.
Okay.
So we'll have a little chat about the 2v2 that we're doing down there at GSA.
Where is the
Just there.
Last night we had a couple of the pro players turned up, and we had to make them not go past the 50,
Alright.
just so the kids and everyone else could have a bit more of a game. So we cut it down from 20 teams down to 15, and basically anyone that was pro could not go past that 50 line, and
how well did that go?
100% went well.
Sweet.
There was like everyone was having a ball, and on the scoreboard, everybody except for Todd and Merrick,
Todd and Merrick and who else was it?
and there was someone else that didn't get a point, but everyone else seemed to get a point or two or three or four. So it was really well spread out. Everyone got a run at King.
Yeah, even the kill streaks didn't start off until later on the night.
Yeah,
too. It was
yeah.
quite
So
amazing.
the first
we get-
went to 7:30.
2 or 3 wins and then get beaten. 2
Yeah,
or 3 wins. Get
three
beaten.
wins, three wins
Yeah,
on the
so
hill.
it was all night long. Like, even just one win.
Nah, Rico's abandoning Empire. Don't think so, Dale. Don't think so. So yeah, basically it was Strobes and
Sam.
Sam that took out first spot. Second,
Getting a bit of a collection going.
who's that? Strobes. Yeah, but the funny thing was on the trophies, I had winners round 8, winners round 7, winners round like second
Oh, so
place
you had a
round
senior
6.
moment.
Yeah, they were
Oh.
like all spread out, and I took a video of it and I sent it back to the trophy store, and I'm like, guys, what the hell? I didn't even check the box myself. So, but anyway, that was a bit of a letdown for the night.
Trophy's a trophy.
But I just go back. Well, they've got all of the trophies for every round. They're already made, already engraved, ready to go. So
It's a scraper and a re-glue.
yeah,
That's all
basically,
it'd be.
basically. No. Well, they're already written and already there. So I
Yeah,
just have to
but
go there and take
the
these ones
nameplate-
back.
Take the name, scrape
No.
the nameplate off on the old ones and put a new one on.
No, I need to do that because the ones that I need round 4 are already there. So they are there, already made, already engraved.
Do you want that opened?
Yeah, no, she'll park outside. That'll be good. So yeah, the band's getting back together, Dale reckons. Jackson told him to get out. Nathan Brooks, hey fellas, how you going, Nathan? Mrs. has just returned back.
You can
Yeah,
you can
I'll put it away. I get told to put it away.
every night.
Yeah. Also, what happened this weekend, guys? We had Booker's Booker's
final-
Outpost, the
last
final game. I don't have any news about that whatsoever.
No, I haven't caught up with anyone who went yet either, to be honest.
No. Hey, Kathy, how you going? We got scrims coming up. When are they? Because I think Zarin is doing a field crawl Saturday morning at GSA, as far as I know, if Zarin is on the chat.
Well, this Saturday.
This Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. Kathy's joining VK. The Commando Walk and Press Dale. Good on you, Paddy. So, yeah. Yeah, scrims, Paddy. Kathy, should I say? Not Paddy.
It's the 25th of May.
25th
Yep,
of May?
Just checked.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Hey, Ben, how you going? Don't even know? You're going to be okay coming in second, Creed. Good on you, Benjamin. Already
He's
starting
not
to,
wrong though.
starting to banter already, isn't he? Already on
Don't
it.
take long.
No,
Just
that's
an
right.
update for anyone who's bidding on that jersey. So far, Alan's put the bid down and the timer's already started. So
Yeah.
we're
Anyone
at
else in there?
We're at $80 for that jersey, and it looks like Alan's probably got a
He-
good chance of it, unless someone's going to swipe it from him. At
I don't know. He
the
keeps. He wants it. He
Don't know
wants
if
it
there's
hard.
answers.
Keeps feeling it.
So yeah, NSL squad and reserves invite players to come in for a shoot on Sunday the 25th. Ages away, but Lowell, book the tickets. Book your tickets now through Hardcore, guys.
Yeah, see.
What's that? Dale, you better get sorted for zones in June. Yeah.
Oh, so who's zones in June?
Yep.
28th, I believe.
Yeah, 28. Yeah. So yeah, we've got that.
Who else they got?
We've got War Games coming up on the
28th,
1st of June.
29th
Um,
is ASL.
That's
so
a
zones
that's a
Saturday.
collab
Zone
with
Saturday,
Francis, isn't
ASL
it?
Sunday.
War Games.
Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
Francis from Spec
I'm on the
Ops.
book Monday off work.
So
Holy
that should be pretty good. If it's got Francis, if it's got Newtown behind it, it's
I've
going to be
read
pretty good.
the storyline and the on
Hey, Michael.
rules and the paperwork is like this thick. It's in
on the
depth.
same day
Yeah.
as ASL.
Yeah.
What is-
So have you been
Oh,
watching?
Jesus Christ.
Did you watch the Pro League on the weekend?
I tried.
What do you mean you were
So
trying?
that's a no.
Well, it's a bit hard when I'm trying to sleep
Oh, and drink
and drink.
and drink. So yeah.
Drink and sleep.
But you had a little bit
Is that
of
the beer down?
NSL in
Oh,
between that,
no.
didn't you?
No, actually, I had the Pro Series on while I was playing Call of Duty with Gelman and them.
Yeah.
So as I was playing COD, it
So
was right in the middle.
Yeah.
all I'm hearing there is you're blaming.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
We've got to get someone to bid on this jersey. $80.
No.
80
no
bucks.
one bid.
Don't
no
let
one
Alan
bid.
buy it.
No one bid.
Don't let
It's
Alan
a
buy
shit
it.
jersey. No one wants it. No one.
Yeah. King of the Hill was absolutely what was a really
No
good
one wants it
night.
like you.
We
Look,
had
man,
mainly
it makes whatever it's going to make. Doesn't matter, man.
fathers and sons, friends. Here you go, Rico. There was a few women that were playing as well, but
a little bit smaller.
this Wednesday coming up, we are going to have a Mother's Day sort of a theme to it. So I'll be inviting all the women that are in the 2v2 chat. Not to mention a couple of the guys from they flaked it. They flaked it. So we've got a few of the guys from the QUT. We've got Jason and Joey that work down there at Tack Edge. Trying to get them together. We've got a couple of the young kids as well. So we'll have like Finn and Sam in there, and they'll have to find someone else to be their partner. I'd like Finn probably partner with his dad. Sam, if you could get your mum on, that would be awesome. So you could, it's mainly father and son, mother, daughter, mother and son, any sort of way like that. So I'll read the names out later, but also put them up on the chat. But yeah, majority of them all women. And we've got 15 people that are picked out already. So if you can't attend or you don't think you want to play, then yeah, definitely reach out straight away, guys, because I need to swap someone else in. What's Paddy going about?
Oh, who knows anymore?
Well, they actually did win one, so we can't use that against them now, Dale. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she was Dale's thing before.
Yeah. What else have we got coming up? So Blacksite have been experimenting or are going to experiment with weekday.
Yep.
So from Monday to Friday, Monday through to Thursday.
Yep. Just before I get into the rabbit hole of Blackside, with the Nuketown event, for those people who are wondering, details so far preliminary. So we've seen, they've seen the rule set.
There you go, Nori.
It's gonna be at South Coast Restoration Society, aka Heritage Park, for the OGs of Nuketown.
Right.
So if you guys I normally go to those because I actually I like Heritage Park more than Beanley. Historical. I'm gonna throw that out there real quick, but yeah, so it's
I
gonna
like the
happen.
Bushland Park.
Oh, it's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the containers.
Bush ball.
But
Yeah.
I miss the containers. They're all gone, but it's just like a big patch of land now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go missing.
yes, it
But
is.
yeah, so for those who are wanting to get a dose of the old Nuketown and probably relive those glory days, probably jump in on this one.
Yep.
Obviously, with Francis running it with Spec Ops as well, it's going to be an interesting, I guess, say experience.
Anything with Francis behind it.
100%, yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Now going into the black side stuff, so one of the things they are looking to sort of, I guess, experiment on. There's a poll up as part of their post on social media at the moment about what they would suit, but essentially it's going to be that sort of smaller format, what they call an operator arena, as it were, 1v1, 2v2. So your hard and fast game, 6 to 8 p.m. So, or if in the case of you guys want to sort of put in some time to do your practice for drills, a lot of the Milsom guys might probably like that.
Yeah.
They'll want your feedback on this one. So for my boys, obviously I'm going to go and jump on that and give them my feedback, but my boys and all those who know, or are regulars at Blackside as well, I think they would.
Well, who are your boys?
Right. So I guess you could say our team's a bit of a very quiet team. Like, very rarely do you see us sort of,
You dumbass.
move about en masse. Like, you'll see like bits of us here and there, because obviously everyone's a little bit based everywhere. But the team that most people may recognize me from back then was from Viper Team. So this was like Dan from the former owner of Debra Gelball Field.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yep.
Dan, he used to run the team with some of the boys as well. His name is Rem. So some of you guys who see me at Blackside,
20
short
seconds.
little. Yeah, a little
20
short-
seconds.
Yeah, that's it,
short
Paddy.
little Filipino guy. So you'll know as well. Lorenzo or Sonny Gibson for some
Yep.
of those who play at Donnybrook. Kane Grice, so he's also one of the Donnybrook regulars. Tends to play the Donny Milsims.
Yeah.
And then just pockets of other players that we've had for the most part. So they've been my guys, the guys I run with, for over the years. But yeah, so we've just we want to kind of in a way restructure our team such. Only because changing commitments and all that. So we're trying to make it all work for us. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm sure there's room for one more if you ask one of us nicely.
Yeah.
If you guys want to run your more tactics, CQB driven stuff. So again, Blackside being the field of choice for that situation. So
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
make
it was
them.
built for.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my boys actually contribute to Blackside, because now they're opening it up to us as well to be able to shape our experiences moving forward.
Yeah.
No, so that's awesome. Well, let's see. Missed some good chat.
It's going spastic in the chat. It's quite
Why
funny.
can't I see any of this? Why?
Because you're not important enough.
I wouldn't even know
See,
what's
these are
going
all
on
the
there.
FC.
No, I wouldn't want to grind on top of Dale either, Paddy. I just
No.
go switch
Yeah,
down
so
both.
easy.
Yeah.
Actually, so yeah, CQB guys are people who want more immersive, I guess, more immersive gameplay. Then yeah, go to Blackside, or at the very least throw in on your feedback on their social media, because again, balls in our court in a way on this one.
Yeah,
So
basically.
they won't do it if we don't say anything for
There's
it.
no numbers and there's no interest. Then why do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, if they don't know, they can't fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, one of the things that I was actually sort of teasing the idea of was because I sometimes go to Supernova and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyone who's into their cosplay for Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, and they want a location to shoot, I'm actually trying to gather some interest to see if that's something feasible.
Maddie, can you answer Ori's question, please?
No, they haven't.
There you go.
No, he's already seen
That
it.
was straight. That was
Yeah,
straight
he's
up.
seen it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so people who like to do cosplay, and obviously because Gel Blasters and Supernova is a bit of an
Yeah.
issue in terms of it's just a pain in the backside to kind of work around. If
Yeah.
you guys want places to do content, I know some people who are even based in New South Wales that come up for cosplay.
Yeah.
And then they just purely for the Gel Blasters. So, at least if you guys want photos with no orange tips and actually more realistic looking gear, then it might be easier to actually organize sort of a private Hirewood row and then just use the field for that. So we'll figure something out. But yeah, I've gotten some information on how much and what times would be best suitable.
Yep.
I digress. The other thing too, just before I forget, I put up a story, and out of 130 something viewers, only one responded, which is silly. But the question was cry AVS or cry CPC. So for the Milsim people, for me the short answer is AVS. But you can DM me if you wanted me to give the long answer. But I picked the AVS over the CPC for I think it was at No Face Larper. If he ever jumps on here, but anyway, at least now.
Oh, so Dale's saying on there, keep your teammates close. He had a talent for recruitment, so
Yeah, that's why you picked Nick for.
yeah,
And Paddy.
And Paddy.
Nick and Paddy
Yeah.
and
Paddy's already left
Coops.
the chat in hopes of
Been part of VK.
yeah.
Yeah, I still think Pogie's one of them.
I haven't got a VK jersey.
That couch will be sizzling
Anymore.
if man.
Did you auction that off?
Yep, my last VK jersey.
did
I'm pretty
too.
sure is somewhere hung up around here.
It's probably in here somewhere.
It probably is like
Oh, that's
that one there.
That couch is sizzling, Paddy. Don't you worry. So yeah, well that's good to know at Blacksite and the sort of Milsim industry. Are there anything? Is there anything new coming up apart from Kingsley's grenade?
Well,
And you test the MWS like
Yeah.
rigorously.
yeah. Well, everyone. I've had a couple of my guys as well. Kind of debate over should they go with GM or WM for the MWS. So that's always a fun little topic because obviously Watt has released their at least released information about what they're teasing, which is they're slating for a release in July. So it's like
Hey Calvin, how you going, mate?
yeah. So
Tropical fruits.
wait, what?
Where else would he? Where else would he be?
Yeah,
Else would he
he's been
be?
trying to message me stuff,
No,
and I'm
I'm
just
going to
like
fan
casual.
building.
I'd like open it and leave him on red, and I'm like, I hope he knows that I'm not.
Gel
It's
2 talks
easier to
it.
comment
Yeah.
on the couch chat to get
Yeah.
hold of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Going
it.
Yeah.
off to paintball.
Yeah, Paddy's got the paintball now.
Didn't you just get recruited to a new team?
Yeah, VK, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no,
Oh,
man,
so he's doing a Nick thing.
you got to
Okay,
see
cool.
at least a season out.
No, we had GYG with Nick last night, and he was keeping his cards pretty close to his heart.
Yeah, we're just giving him
Let's
shit
put
because
it
it's
that way.
Nick. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
How does young fella go? Did
No, he
young
went
fella
good.
enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Cole, 100%, he loved it. So he actually took the day off school, and
Oh, he would have loved it
was-
just because of that.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
and he prepped it for that. So
DK
Yeah,
Donut
I
King.
saw Nick's post on Facey and I thought, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
no, they had a really man. Everyone. So there was like really good vibes down there last night. A lot of yelling and screaming. Everyone like at the end of the night, smiles on the faces. Off they went. We had young Shane, I think it was, Laplace they call him for Ghost. He actually came down and had a run, so it's good to see older, younger players sort of coming back. I don't know if that sounded good, but that didn't sound logical, did it?
We knew what you meant.
That's good. But yeah, this Wednesday coming, we're going to have a Mother's Day one. So a lot of the young fellas with their mum, and it's going to be epic. Like, I think we'll leave the pro players to the end. We'll give the community what they want at the moment, and that's for the women and the children and all that to and the not sort of intermediate players can come and have a competition where you're not playing against, say, for the likes of Australian players or FCC players, Creed, Empire, yeah. So
In that order.
in that
order.
no. Why, Matty?
sorry.
Too soon.
One of them in the chat's probably reading that right.
Dale, he's not going to return your calls yet.
He's full
He
of
doesn't
shit.
turn anyone's calls.
No, he's just waiting to do the post. He's a bit,
What calls?
He's-
You made me look.
no, he'll put up a post soon when you do return a call saying
Yeah.
3 down, 2 to go.
3 down, 2 to go.
I think you're waiting for the wrong call. I think he's doing smoke calls, not freaking phone calls.
But yeah, as far as the MWS are concerned as well,
Yeah.
like I don't know, have you guys have
I've
had a go
never
with it?
actually.
Yeah, one of my mates has
Oh,
got
actually,
one up
I did.
at Borrowed Head. I had to count because I don't remember counting.
Yeah.
Because we run speedballs, you just keep going till the
Yeah.
thing stops. So
Yeah.
it's like, hang on, to keep going, like counting the whole time. You're like, hang on, what am I up to? Damn it. But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting experience, and I guess people who want that sort of layer of immersion definitely,
Yeah.
because there's there's a growing community of MWSs, but it's at this stage I've noticed everyone's so torn Because like, do we go Western the WM from X Force, or are we gonna wait it out for like GM with Watt? And
Yeah.
apparently it's like gonna be, you know, Watt's got a big release coming in July. It's like XM177, the SIG MCX for those who want the M4 but not an M4.
Yeah.
And
Scars
it's-
as well.
Yeah, Scar 416A5. So, on the one hand, I find like it's gonna be the year for GBBRs, but at the same time, it's gonna divide so many people.
Yeah.
Like people who own WMs like myself, the biggest complaint is the magazines. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, the
But-
price, of course.
Well, it's not even just the price. Like I've messaged actually the owner of WM, and I'm like, oi, put these programs in place if you want to keep your community, because right now there's a few things that's gonna be big. It's the magazines and the accessibility for parts, but like interchangeable uppers, it's not that hard. Like like conceptually, obviously, but like once you put it in practice and actually manufacture the thing, different story. But
What, Ori?
what's
What
stuff?
stuff does it ever actually work?
Yeah, when you don't use it.
I cannot confirm or deny that. Like
It
I don't
looks
want to.
good, you know.
I mean-
if you never shoot it, you never know, right?
No, that's right.
Like most,
Kind of like Marty's pistols.
Yeah.
to be fair, actually to be
Or
Hundred
he's
percent
got
like
gun
the
next to him.
Oh, sorry, Marty, was that out loud?
Yes.
to be fair with what stuff, Ori, if you're doing AEG, like the LDT stuff, unreal. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
probably the best in terms of AEGs, in terms of price and performance.
Yeah.
Like I still run a few AEGs still, like, and I've got like, you know, the MCX and like a DD Mark 18, but they're all like LDT inside. Built right, they go forever. Like
Yeah.
I had someone build me a tapetless, like, you know, with an Apache at the time. 2 years, and I managed to destroy the gearbox.
Yeah, right.
Just because I ran it that hard. It was like 16 to 1s on a 35k motor, so it was bound to sort of just blow itself up, essentially.
I love the cool down.
ASL next season, Dale? You want ASL next season date,
June 1st.
June the
1st,
1st.
June 29th.
so
Yeah.
make sure you get around and pilfer those team members that you need.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what is the price of an MWS magazine
What are
these
you looking
days?
at me for?
The Generation 3 MWS magazines
Yeah.
from WM is 200 at X-Force a piece. That being said,
And
that's
is
the
X-Force the only place you can get them at
so
the moment?
far. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like in terms of, you know, for what I've done with it, like I've never had to take it apart. Still, it runs so good especially on summer cat gels, ridiculous. Because one of the things that the old MWSs had is that they had just straight edge tracks.
Yeah.
So when
That's
you're
what I want.
trying to load gels in, then they can easily fall out. So what they did on the Gen 3s was they deepened that track and actually put like, I guess you could say like TPU lips, like like a lip along the track. So when
Yep.
you plop the gel in, it's not gonna come out. And it holds 30 rounds, unlike the first gen, which only holds 28.
I think you touched it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's expensive, but then again, like everything, you know, like as with everything, it's like
Yeah.
sort of buy once, cry once, and that's the approach that WMMWS is used when Guns Modify would have better tolerances. So if you wanted like aftermarket parts, go for your life, go GM. WM's more just like, look, you want it to run reliably from the box. Buy once, cry once, done.
In the testing he did, he did 30,000 shots without service, like
Yeah.
just non-stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30,000 shots.
Yeah.
30,000.
Nothing failed. All he did was open it up, clean it, and then relube it and went again.
Oh, 100, yeah.
Wow.
That was their
Yeah.
stress test. 30,000 shots with the TPR.
I will
Alan
say
responded,
yeah.
so three down now.
my
that
recommendation, if
chat.
you can find the OG release of the WMWS, is
chat.
get them.
Yeah.
Because they've got the full steel internals.
Okay.
So then a lot of the newer ones, I think they're bringing out what, there's
The
set
alloy,
T6?
Yeah.
Yeah, aluminium bolts and trigger boxes. So if you can find like the OG ones, like your I think it was like the Geisley Super Duty, I think the BCM bodied one, and like
Yeah.
the first batch Mark 18s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they've got steel internals. Get them because they last forever.
Yeah.
Like I've abused the crap out
They're,
of
they're
one
made
of them.
out of literally the same material that everyone is.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I got lucky with my one, but yeah. So if I know one of the boys that I'm friends with, he's maybe selling his first batch MWS. So if you find it
Yeah.
and you know who it is, I would
Text
get
you,
it.
text you.
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll tell him I got a buyer. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. So that's obviously a growing community in and of itself now. Like the GBBRs, even people who run like the King Arm CWSs,
Yeah.
they're good fun too because they just take any Glock mag bar Poseidons. I
Okay.
think Poseidon and
The old extended
Double
mag.
bell works.
Double
Double
bell.
bell works, yeah. So I know Poseidon's one of the ones that doesn't, but yeah, that's a good sort of shoe into GBBRs. We're still waiting for a good MP7, honestly. You know,
The one X-Force
Even a
had,
Mac
if
11.
you do the poppet change and you don't drop it off the caps repeatedly, like it will work, and it's like shoots pretty good.
I've
but
stress tested one,
it's
and yeah.
it's like you have to be a bit of an enthusiast and take care of it to get it to.
Oh yeah, I stress
You
tested
really
one
have-
and destroyed it.
Yeah, you really have to look after it to be able to get anything. But
Yeah, no, exactly. But no, I mean, like now with all the different sort of advancements in, you know, technology, but at the same token, like what's available with gels and all that, like it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's like a way better time to really sort of get in on it.
Yeah.
Because you've got like say Cyber Trigger that does, you know, kind of meets in the middle with like the super advanced players and then like the new people.
Yeah.
So like the ENC stuff, and I think ENC is very good for that, especially because like Watt's ENC range, I know they were converting they're converting them into LDT gearboxes, like the
Yeah.
basics.
Yeah.
So definitely go, you know, if you, you know, definitely go have a look at those if you guys want like that sort of, you know,
Good idea.
quality.
When are you going to say?
No, it's
Cyber Trigger, obviously being ENC, they do have the stock internals
why
as
don't you
well,
put
like
them in the
ENC
fridge?
internals,
Because
and
it's
they're a
already
good
cold.
one as well.
Feel how cold that is, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not your time. It's all.
Wanna fridge it?
Gel ball gun makes 5 days.
Oops.
Cool.
Oh,
I
we-
mean, can't is on P plates.
Yeah, I'll have one. I'll have one.
I'm sure it's enough as it is.
So Marty sent us.
Would that be a refreshment as well?
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
There's
down.
also pro for you drinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gelball
yeah.
God makes 5, Dale.
who is Joe
I
Volcott?
don't know.
This dude.
Alan's already on the
What?
team.
Dude.
Wasn't me, I swear.
Alan's already on the team, mate.
He's
Can't-
already
can't
there.
count him twice.
You
It's already
can't,
been
yeah,
confirmed.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Now your requirements are it has to be a black.
I love that. I love that the chat's just got a mind of its own at this point. We don't even
it
know
has.
what the
They're
words
actually making Dale's team as we go.
So
Yeah,
he's
no.
pretty much picking everyone tonight.
Just
Yeah.
head,
Starting five is
just
here on
head-
the couch.
Yes,
just
There you go.
headhunting right
No,
here.
because Dale's not here.
Yeah, it does like you.
He's
No.
the coach, mate.
he's super coach. Super
He's
coach.
Michael Jordan.
He is.
Cool.
He is number 23.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like, I guess one of the things I'm curious about with you guys as well, like, what's your experience with like the new players or like the new kids, like any kids that want to start gelball? Like, what's your
Doug's been keen as.
Yeah.
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 But,
At Nuketown's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
and both at hardcore.
Maddie and I are down at Newtown quite a lot.
Yeah.
The kids love it down there. And then seeing the young
Hey, Liam,
fellas
how you
come
going,
to
mate?
feed, the enthusiasm's there.
They come,
Oh,
they come down and they'll buy it. They'll use a rental for the day at Newtown. And you see them come the next time and they've got their own blaster.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh,
so
yeah.
excited to use
They've
it.
upgraded.
Hey, Dale,
the
that would be good to see
Yeah.
They've
Luke
got this little bright
come back.
plastic fantastic
So,
thing, and then
Luke,
see
maybe
all these guys
L-dubs.
running around with
There you go.
what looks like the real deal.
because
Yeah,
L-Dubs
I've
has
seen
played
our,
for you
like, our
before.
top ones as well. I've seen them heaps of times.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
a few kids, even at Black Site,
yeah.
they'll do the same thing. They'll shoot their like
Mitch and
SLR
Cody,
stuff.
yeah.
They'll just stand there like, "Wait, here, shoot this for a few seconds," and they go, "Holy hell!"
Oh yeah, no, I do
absolutely
that.
love
I
it.
do that in Newtown. Like, I just find the excuse, I need to tie a shoelace. Here, hold this. Here, hold this. Pump a few shots out of that. See how you go. And you just see it in their faces. Hey.
Yeah, like,
Ma-
what
Marty
the
have
fuck?
Marty and I have been down there as on the couch with tables set out
Yeah.
with all
Yeah.
the blasters, the big
Yeah.
249s and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And they're
Yeah.
all buzzing around.
Yeah.
Well, I'm due for a game in Newtown again. Honestly, like, I haven't played there in a while, obviously because I've been just
Busy.
putting. Well, not that. Just putting the rounds.
I'm
putting the
sorry.
rounds in for the MWS. Like, I might.
But
just whip
it
out
would
my
be-
AG for shits and giggles and have a blast. When are you guys playing next?
Valhalla's Gravediggers.
Isn't Valhalla supposed to be the
L-Dubs,
grave?
L-Dubs and Luke Dow.
Ooh.
Possible.
Oh, is that always keep seeing more of
Tom from A&E. Yeah, righto.
But no, it's
well. I was thinking about going down on Sunday, but I'm not rostered onto ref, so I can actually play.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
is that a field
Oh,
crawl?
sorry, Sunday, sorry.
Yeah. This
Is
Sunday.
that a field crawl?
That could be.
Could be.
We've got training afterwards though.
Oh
We've
yeah.
got training at 4.
Man, I think I'll get shot by my mother if I don't actually say
So-
have
Yeah,
one
well,
of those days.
yeah.
No, I'm on the.
We can all video chat her together.
We could
if,
actually.
if that makes it any better.
Hey, mum.
Good on you, Ori.
Jesus
Good on you.
Christ.
I'm working on
Actually, no, what I just like.
Straight out with it, didn't he? Straight out.
Jesus Christ.
K is for
for keepers,
keepers, not crack.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
mate.
gonna work on
Plenty
the
of
price.
plumbers
I'll be
cracks
next
in
week.
that team.
Ori, what are you saying, mate?
Kate is for keepers.
I got the digger's shirt on.
Nathan from Crossfire. Mate, I offered him a shoot at the 2v2 and he
He said no.
definitely said no.
At
I was putting.
King of the Hill.
He doesn't like taking it, but he loves to give it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question.
I had to think about what you meant.
Yes.
and
Yeah,
yes,
awkward
yes.
silence for about 30
That
seconds.
sounds pretty fair to have
But-
an opinion
Yeah,
on
no,
that play.
no,
it
Yeah,
does.
That sounds fair to me.
It does.
It sounds completely fair.
No, I offered him if he wanted to ref and he said no. He just no.
This is going to sound horrible, but isn't it those who can't teach?
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Nathan, I didn't say anything. It was these two.
Nathan doesn't watch this, mate. I'm here. He does
Okay.
not watch this.
I'm shutting my mouth.
This call sign will be blue.
Yeah, so Nathan's call sign will be Bluetooth.
Actually, that's quite
2.0.
funny. That's quite funny. That's no.
No more entries,
Yeah,
please.
Bluetooth and his number
Team
is
self-explode in full.
Even he would find that funny.
Yeah, he definitely would.
Wait till I see him at the next
Oh,
King of the Hill. I'll get a, hey mate, can you get me a shirt made up?
Yeah, right.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, that was a really good night. The pro night, wasn't it?
Oh, it was great.
We had-
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the last one I was at. It was great.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Trick was in that?
No,
Yeah.
no, it was I was the one before that.
Ah, right. All right.
You know, Trick
No,
came
one
on
I was
after
in
that.
was like
Yeah.
2.
Came out of the
maybe
woodworks
3
and won a
weeks ago.
won
I
a
thought it was the
trophy.
third one you came to.
Yeah, it was the third. What are we up to now? 5. That was
This
the
week,
fifth.
5 is this one.
5. Yeah.
5 with this week coming.
So that was round 4. That was. But yeah, Dale will give up on choosing your players.
Oh, he's already confirmed.
He's
4
already
of us,
confirmed
so-
4. Yep.
Sorry, 4 of them.
Maybe he might even get Dane from Aussie Elite to come back. Who knows? Dane and Stringer, 1 and 2.
Dane, Dale, Bryce.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
keeping.
Bryce from Kendo.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Here we are.
Actually, Darley.
Yep.
And oh god,
Midnight Keepers.
Midnight Keepers. There you go.
Mitch. I can't remember his fucking call sign.
Who?
Mitch. A.E. Mitch.
Oh.
Fuck.
Fuck. Yeah,
I
it's
should
right
know.
there. It's there.
Yeah, I know. I should know. I play. He played with us. Clutch.
Clutch. Yeah. He would never know. He might even come back.
No.
Calvin's like, when can you do a not new but still shit night? I think I could fit in there. Mate,
He'd be keen for that night, wouldn't he?
When you leaned forward, I was like, yeah, I know what's coming here.
yeah, I bet yeah.
I'm sorry, Paddy. That was
The lag bet you.
I couldn't help that one.
No, good on you. What's that, Ori? You'd be waiting the same length of time for an answer as it takes Trick to get to the
I don't
jersey.
even know who
Oh,
was
it's just-
Sometimes,
it's just
sometimes.
Constant banter at times.
That's it.
Sometimes.
Just
But
constant delete.
yeah, definitely, mate. If you want,
I get
the
to
next
see
the
this
next
side
time
of
that we
Steve
have,
Law.
so we'll let the women and children
we're
have
all
fun
serious.
again
Yeah.
this
Everyone's
week,
got
and then
Oh, yeah. it's
I'll
no
get you
point being
down
serious.
for
Go have some
pro-
fun.
Oh,
Pro
yeah,
session?
100%, yeah.
we'll give you an invite. You can either take
They're all
whoever you want.
Sharon Wilson
Um,
people have got their own
But yeah,
things.
that night we'll have
Yeah,
15
if you're
strong
autist.
players. So
Well,
Yeah, it's
that's
Uh,
why
on-
we
once
thought
I
we'd try and get a few
send
more
out the
millies
invites to
Yeah.
that,
to watch, so we
you got to basically
Yeah.
get on your
at least that's
phone
what we're trying
and
that out with Fortnite
secure a
instead.
player
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah.
I reckon we should get your old man at King of the Hill.
You don't want that. You really don't want
Why?
No, at the amateurs, we'll give him a.
Actually, you know
that.
what?
He would want full auto or he's not playing.
There are no rules.
Now you really don't want that.
There you go. So, would
Oh.
Alicia want to play the 2v2?
With who?
Not you.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Can't be
you,
me.
hopefully, mother.
Oh, not this shit.
With
again.
the
With
bit
the
of
ring.
a ring on the side.
What about that? Well,
You wouldn't let me play in the Mother's Day one. Surely
There you go.
And you
That's-
can't go past the
Probably.
30.
Yeah.
You can't take a step past the breakout.
well, I can
wall.
still overshoot from the 30, so it's
Yeah,
fine with me.
hey, go hard, bro.
I'm talking about the reps, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. I need to do that. So yeah, we'll have the women's one first up, and I am going to send Alicia an invite as well, so she can find. I don't know. Would her mother play? No.
You don't give us much hope.
We
do
don't
you?
go there, mate.
Well, has she got a girlfriend that she could bring down that'll want to play?
Is there any
Can we
females
dress you in a
down
dress?
at Newtown that she could play with?
And
I'll
give you
play.
give you some of that bloody Homer Simpson hall makeup. We shoot you with the shotgun.
See, the hard part is how to get more
I'll
girls to play.
All right, Dale.
That's
See you later, mate.
I mean,
Hey, Dale.
I've been looking at how they do it with airsoft in Japan. Actually, it's very interesting how they've got such a giant player base of females as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things, I don't know what it is now, but and this was me sort of doing a bit of homework a few years ago, and it's like one of the things that they do is obviously they incentivize participation by making access easier.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it may well be like sort of female only events or in general, I think what they do, I can't confirm this now, but they used to at a period of
Whoa.
time they used to make
What the hell? It's just
Yeah, I don't know.
they used to
How you going, Mitch?
discount the admission.
which one?
Harry Foreskin.
Harry, hey buddy, I'm off camera. Woo!
Always.
So
Some
yeah,
clown
they would
deleted the
discount the
comment, that's
admission.
what happened.
So at least
That's a good way of doing it. But
yeah.
there's not a lot of female space players to do that though. Just to have a women's only event because you have like 8 people turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, but it is I guess it's a matter of making it accessible for them because it is a perception thing. Like obviously you got the speed bowlers and the milsim guys super serious about their shit. Don't get me wrong. Like you've got us in all the full getup, but it's just unless there's it's a balancing act. Really, like giving them the access, but not making it so intimidating for them.
That's where I think Newtown comes into play perfectly.
100%, yeah.
We've got young kids coming down there,
Yeah.
and there's
There's a lot of young
girls
kids.
too.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can see the smiles on their faces. They're
100,
enjoying
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Have you been to Newtown?
No, not yet.
You haven't?
What?
What?
No, I haven't yet.
The first
Bro.
gelball field in Queensland. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm from Glasgow.
Crazy.
I mean, there's also like far
Come and
north as
support
well.
Matt's
Yeah.
father's wallet.
yeah.
Wait, his wallet or his wallet?
No, his father's wallet, so
Oh,
he
okay.
can pay me direct.
We're recycling it. Back to Alan.
Hey,
Karaoke
so
machine,
just give me
pool
200
table.
just $150.
Nah.
Nicole,
Because of the lap dance.
FPS limit is good because you're not
No.
going to end up with too many welts.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
is
Oh, what
good.
is the limit there?
Sorry?
What is the limit at Newtown?
Newtown
350.
350.
Yeah.
350, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 350 for Newtown, 330 at Blackside. What's
Joel
called?
City's unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maxi.
Oh, yeah, so Paddy's repped at Newtown and still hasn't played himself, so don't feel
Brother.
bad.
I don't feel bad. It's only Paddy.
He refed at SSA Newtown.
Even
I'll be
with
Paddy.
the rentals down at Newtown, they're well underpowered, but
They've got range, but
in comparison to
Yeah,
the other guys running out there, but it gives them an entry level taste, and then like you say, next week they've come back and they've got themselves a smack ass
job.
Yeah.
job last.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the rentals have got the range because they're dialed down so much. Like 270 is where you
That's kind of the sweet
270,
spot, really.
290 is like that sweet spot with the right tuned hop. They just sail.
I don't know. I don't even. I wouldn't be going that.
Hang on, what?
Oh, really?
Blacksite's website said 350. Nah, I'd honestly just take it with a grain of salt. Like, just run 330, man, because like
330, brother.
Because every time I've ever been there,
It's been 330.
yeah,
Well, Blackside.
Yeah.
It's definitely 330.
It's definitely 330.
depends on.
Marty built the place, so
Yeah.
yeah,
you'd think Marty would know.
Hardcore's 330 and
I think Crossfire's 330 too, no?
No,
yes.
Crossfire changes.
No, it depends on the
They
people
have-
that
they
are
have-
playing.
Saturday night's 350 and above.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
an open night, yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's
So like
300.
family.
More of a
family.
pro night.
Yeah.
So Pro night's that night, and then they
Do
got
they
300.
do they still do that?
How far I'll
This-
go
this
black
one
on the
night?
mind. Yeah,
I
no.
haven't heard of that in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
probably something we should jump up and
I won 320
Yeah.
either way. I'm
run
just
it
saying.
with a-
Yeah, no,
I'd
yeah,
some
that's a
stage.
good spot.
But that's next weekend.
Yeah, I find 300. You know, anywhere from 280 to 300 is like really good.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the
Really
last
good
one we
sweet
haven't
spot, just
done
a-
outside of like
nice and
the
straight.
fields we haven't done yet.
For me, it's
That's the last
293,
one.
10 for GBBR.
Then it will
Yeah.
have to
Like
pick
if
out
I'm sitting on like 310,
actual
312, like that's
day
probably
event
as high as I
for
want to go. So that's like
Donnybrook
about
and
Yeah.
12 kg gas
that's
on
technically all fields.
warmed up
The
12
days are
kg
done.
gas on summer cats will get you your 312s,
Yeah.
your 310s, and then like if you want to get stupid, then yeah, put 14 kgs on a summer day and you'll get like 376.
Yeah.
Something silly like that, but yeah.
And
Well,
it's,
I was still in the chat.
yeah.
I know a guy
Well,
who runs
I don't know.
400s and cranks
He
himself
might
up
be.
so much that he can get a little tiny bit of accuracy and then complains when he shoots over people's heads.
Well, last two I see then. SSA at Newtown. I reckon that's a
We're,
good
Yeah,
idea.
we're,
it's true.
we're looking at
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
we're looking at doing obviously the original plan we pushed back a bit, but I think we're gonna do a season at Newtown. Is the latest plan that I think we've had.
That would be awesome.
So that would he's back. There you go.
He's
Can you
back.
confirm? I think the plan now is to kind of look at doing more than one event and do it as a bit of a season.
Yep.
That's all. That's all
completely
kind of.
different spin on it, and everyone loved that one game we had out there that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Everyone loved it, and I'm surprised it's taken this long to
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah.
Any new game
It's so
modes
much
in
fun
Newtown?
pushing
And-
going on.
Sorry.
Any new game modes
Yeah.
in Newtown?
It's awesome, bro.
Yes and no.
It's been a fun
If we
set.
if we
Because
if we
what time's
do
Newtown or something?
like too complex of a game mode,
9
it
o'clock
ends up
check-in.
just being team deathmatch because no
Yeah.
one actually
Yeah.
pays attention to the objective. So
Yeah, no.
sometimes it gets hard.
So
Like,
a
obviously
3-month
Blacksite is
season,
more
you
of an
say?
enthusiast field where Nuketown's kind of
45
just like everyone plays
minute
team deathmatch no matter what you
10
do.
minute break.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah, TDM with extra steps basically.
sometimes we
We've got
do
training on
some of those
Sunday.
games
Well,
where it's
how
like you got
far
that third team
is
of
training from there?
Koala or like
20
the
minutes?
stretcher games
Not
or like the
even.
gold bricks
Not
and all
even
that.
10.
They go
Yeah.
they go pretty good, but if you
It's
start
basically
getting
the
more
next
complex than that,
stop on the
people
highway,
just
so you don't
stop
even
paying
actually
attention to
have
the
get on, you
objective.
just go to the back road.
What feedback have you gotten from your players about the game modes?
Oh, yeah.
We,
I know,
we
my
don't.
talking
So
model.
the problem with the whole of
Because a
Gelball
weekend after
is
that,
that
I've
you
got a
never
baby
hear the
shower
negative
with
things
the,
directly.
Mm.
So people say, yeah, I love the game mode, but they
What I was gonna
actually
talk
don't
to
say
about-
what they really think.
Tell them come in
So
for
it's hard. It's hard. You can gauge off how the players are reacting on the field, but when you get the feedback, it's always positive.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of take both into account. A lot of the times you can tell when
It's
someone's
always
not
right.
enjoying it,
Yeah.
but then they'll
Not
come and
too
tell you they had a good
speed
time.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a big one. It's like I think people are just polite for the sake of politeness as well.
yeah.
And like,
Whereas realistically, I would rather hear it directly to us than
Yeah.
through 3 different Discord channels.
Yeah.
A million times.
yeah,
You know,
and-
I would rather have the negative comments than the positive ones.
yeah,
Because if the positive ones shouldn't need to happen, because that's the goal, right? You shouldn't
Yeah.
need to be praised for doing something that you expect to be doing it.
yeah,
So
yeah. Now go on.
yeah,
Just-
if you're getting you know, the positive comments,
Yes.
that means you're doing your job.
Uh,
I would rather hear if I'm not doing my job,
Yeah.
but we never do. So it's hard. We have to gauge people by how they act, not how they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, one way you could probably get feedback, especially because you've got a lot of kids playing in Newtown.
Yeah.
Seeing as their parent or guardian is the people signing the waiver anyway, right? What do they think? Maybe try and ask a few, just out of just do like a small like spot survey, like even if you do like maybe 30 people a week or 30 people a month or something like that, sort of just to test the water, because at least that way it's like, okay, because the big one for me when I was there quite a while back is that it's the perspective of concerned parent versus the experienced player,
Yeah.
and it's how we bridge that gap. I've noticed that's gonna be like the big way to sort of make the experience of the kids worthwhile.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I actually still keep in touch with one of them, because like I got to talking to the parents of these kids that are playing, and then I said like, look man, if it makes you feel any better or puts you at ease, like your boys can run with me, no problem. And then had a blast. Like apparently we'd check in between games, and like mom would always be like, they're looking for you, and I'm like, yeah, I put gels in the thing, why? And they're like, oh, they thought you left. I'm like, no, we're right here. So you develop the relationship. If anything, it has to start from the right places, and it always, to me, I find it's going to come from being able to bridge the gap with the final decision maker, aka mom or dad, who's got the wallet for the gel blaster
Yeah.
that the kid wants to buy.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that with Blackside, because I think when everyone plays at Blackside, everyone's pretty locked in.
Yeah.
Like everyone's in the zone, but
Yeah.
you do that with
Have you
like.
played there yet, Matty?
I still haven't.
Still haven't.
Seriously?
Still
Just
haven't.
going off big.
Still
I
haven't.
came down to drop off
that's
someone's
my-
blasters and got told
That's
to
what
go
I've
and do it
got.
outside.
That's the only one I've got.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know, I can't
right.
remember
Was
all
that
the
Matty
bits, to be
Collins?
honest.
It's all good. It's
No, no,
TWS.
it was,
Yeah, this is the one that takes like
One
most
of my work
lock, man.
colleagues
Yes,
locked
yeah,
how good is
at
it?
X-Force.
Oh,
I
okay,
brought
yeah.
my one last
He had
time,
a
I'm
couple
sure.
of blasters that I'd finished for him, and
Yeah.
I brought them
Just
to
going through some
Blackside to give him,
pictures,
so he
so,
knew. And I walked in the front door and I got, nah, out.
Out.
Yeah, booked a ticket out. I was like, oh, okay,
Wow.
right. Obviously, I've been there when it was Coliseum, but
Yes.
since it's been Blackside, I haven't actually walked the field. I've only
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the
So,
staging
like,
area.
Yeah, right,
built
okay.
like a federal Mark
I'm keen
IV
for a
from,
game.
like,
I know
the
that
FBI
FCC
HRT
team's going to go there and
So
do
it's
some
got all the
training.
green furniture.
And it
we're
is
gonna-
a fucking good field
Yeah,
to do
I
that.
think
Like
the
the
plan
shit
is
you
we're
can
all
do is
gonna,
crazy, but like I've just been
book
building
sessions and just run pistols and stuff like that and get used to
M4
just
Yeah,
the,
PW.
the CQB
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
pistol.
oh yeah, Ian's
Yeah.
I'm like,
Gameplay?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
MW.
Well, if you haven't been there,
What the
there's
fuck?
quite a few
Okay.
lines that
That's it,
people
fold it down.
That's
in
cool.
the know that have been there a few times,
Oh hell
they
yeah.
know the lines, they know where to snap it from.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
just
it's-
put it
That's
out
that's
there.
kind of what we're going to have to go up against
Yeah.
when we get over
Oh,
there.
dang,
yeah.
Against
Yeah, it's
people
a
that are
Oh hell yeah.
so precise
That's
and
all
used
my
to
AAPs.
shooting with BB pistols. Like they literally see them
Oh,
on
man,
their
what you can do with
FCC
them is
stories. They
crazy.
are literally training with
They're
targets
like,
this
that's not
big,
the drill,
and then
kids.
Yes.
get the ball every
Yes.
time.
so a little bit like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go against these regular players at Blackside that are already good. They know the field, they know everything about it. I haven't played there. I don't think Guava's played there. I'd imagine quite a lot of the
I think
FCC
anyone
team.
from that FCC team's ever been there.
No, I don't think any of them
I've
have
never
been there.
seen them.
I think Ben might have.
Ben, I think.
I think Ben might have.
But yeah, we'll have to go there, and it'll be like going up against people and learning how to beat them when they already know the layout. Is something that we kind of have to get used to.
Yeah, I agree, Calvin. I reckon if Real Strikes probably still would have been around if I chose wisely. Basically,
Put it away.
I chose a mate instead of like someone that could turn Real Strike into something good. So Mark Eaton was on the right track.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah. I've got no bad things with Mark Eaton. Like, he was a businessman. Yes, I was away at the time and I didn't see how it was run or where funds were going to. But I dare say if I picked the right person back then, Real Strike would have still been running as we speak. And probably still would have had 40 odd teams around. Maybe.
I reckon they would have moved to a bigger premises and probably had big enough room for 2 fields.
Yeah, possibly too. Well, there was room for expansion, and
Oh, Nick, yes.
We
next
could
door,
have-
Yes.
we could have had two fields in that vicinity. So the
Well, would that fit?
or
that
the
building-
skating ring up the top at the front was due to be released anyway. So it would have been the front and the bottom.
We were looking at that with bulletproof.
Yeah.
What was skating?
Yeah.
What the one near Black?
But they were charging like $150 a square metre. It was like way too much.
Yeah, I know. Me, Moose, and Julian went around and had a look at the place, and kind of thought it out, and I think we got turned away by how much it would have cost as well.
Yeah.
What's the which skating rink? The one across Blackside?
In the same building complex, but the one that's up the front. As you get off the main road and turn left
as soon as you
down
pull
that.
into the driveway of Blackside,
Yeah.
bang, right there.
It
The
might
is
one
that the one
front-
like across?
So
No.
the new
It's-
skating rink
that-
is the one across, but where it was is
yeah.
that big.
They used
front
to,
building.
before they moved into that new building across.
So below it is that gym called BFT.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Okay.
used,
Gotcha.
they used to be the very front shop, and then
Yeah.
they moved down to that building.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with it. Yeah. Oh, that'd be an interesting one. Yeah, that would be. Honestly,
that
like.
would be big enough to put 2 fields.
Man,
in
I really,
Yeah,
I
definitely
think
does.
so, Calvin. Like when I did ask, well, I got in trouble by the wife actually, because it was a couple of jobs that I did pretty quickly. Got myself 18 grand, and I just went bang. Spoke to the real estate agent who I do all the roofs for anyway, and it was during COVID, so. We had a 3-year lease and a 3-year COVID clause where we were paying something like $60 a square metre.
Yeah. Right.
And then after that eventuated and re-signed the lease, they put it up 40% on the rent. And to me, that was just
Bit
it
much.
was like a nail in the
It's
coffin,
a bit
pretty
much,
much.
yeah.
Like that's a 50%, almost a 50% rise on top of what we were doing. And I even said to him at the time before we signed the lease, is I'm struggling with this rent as it is. So I was actually paying the rent
At
to keep
Coliseum.
it alive for the players.
Yeah.
But in the chats and everything like that, I was saying, guys, what do we need to do? What have we done? How can we turn this around? And I didn't get any feedback, no feedback whatsoever. So I went, okay, well, no feedback, no nothing. We're turning this into a CQB field. That's it. Stopped everything, and that's where we've come with Rowan. So there's no looking back from there.
It took. I don't mean this horribly. It took way too long to get up and running though.
Black Site?
Yes.
Yes, it did. But you're not going to release something half-assed.
No, but it was a long.
Hey Ash, how you going, mate?
It was a long time coming.
Yeah. It did. 9 months, I believe, it took me to build Black Site. So,
Jesus Christ.
and I think
I mean, that's not a dig at anyone either.
No.
I'm not having a dig.
no, but we've got to remember that there was myself, and probably a couple of mates, Alan,
Every now and again.
but
most of
mostly
it-
my boys.
Yeah.
So if we smash into a job, get it done, and then we go over there and we finish the rest of the day off over there, like hanging 6mm fibro sheets until like some nights it was there like 1 o'clock at night. So doing a full-time work
Plus.
on the roof and then going there and this is like summer, like 43 fucking degrees inside that building, like
let alone 40 odd degrees on
on the roof as well.
Yeah.
I
And
remember seeing some videos that you took walking through the place
Yeah.
as it was still being built.
yeah.
It looked
Yeah.
like it was just like so much work.
Yeah.
There's so much work in it, and all those films and everything that I took, that account's now deleted, so I've lost all that footage.
What a lot of people probably don't realise about Blackside is all those raised buildings have been built to a standard where they can actually be used
Yep.
for crawl spaces.
Yeah, there are crawl spaces, there are
Yeah. It's all
secret
built to
hatches.
code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
It's built to code, exactly.
well above code for
100%.
specific
Yeah.
putting in
Yeah.
tunnels.
Yeah,
So Calvin sends you a compliment there. It looks incredible. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was worth. I'm sure Marty'd probably say it was worth it, even though he's.
oh, it was worth it. It
Yeah.
was worth it. Like
It
every
is.
minute of it, and just when it come down to the end, it was like, I just can't. Like I'm doing my my 5 o'clock in the
Whatever that
morning
is.
till 6, 7 at night, doing that job, and then going down there on the Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday as well. So I don't have much bloody.
Yeah.
And then once it did open,
Yeah.
then you'd have to be down there after a full day of working.
Yeah, and then help run it.
Duties as well.
Running and reffing it. So that was to keep the costs down. So I've done that for probably about 9 months there. But yeah, it's sort of like it's my little baby. But yeah, I just had to step away.
Yeah.
It just even Rowan. So Rowan put in fucking hell
I couldn't imagine.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
could
built
not
it out of
imagine.
6mm fibro sheets because they're so thick. They're harder to go through. So it'd
Oh,
be
no, they're hard.
Yeah.
well, yeah, they're hard. They're hard. But we
And
have
heavy.
yeah, but everything underneath. So for a different tier, that was like a Disneyland package where we were going to do like tunnel systems underneath the buildings or escape routes or something like that. So could be used for game situations like HVT where you can send him down the hatch and then into a maze of crawl space. So
Yes, because there are hatches there too, if you don't know, but you can't access
they've all
them.
been screwed down.
Yeah.
There was, so believe it or not,
Oh,
in the first 2 weeks that we were there, the amount of people that I found coming out of the hatches, I didn't say anything because we'd get our ass chewed out. But yeah, one person involved was Josh. He actually works at Black Site and runs some of the field repping now and then.
Oh, I know
He's
Josh,
the one
yeah.
with the police,
Yeah,
the pommy fella.
yeah.
So I found Josh coming out of there, and I'm like, bro, get the
You
fuck
of
out of
all
there.
people.
You of all people, yeah.
Should've
Like,
been better.
but yeah, it was one of the highlights of the thing was I really wanted to build the tunnel system first before I sheeted it all, because now inside there you're going to have to remove a panel so you can get in through the side. But even before we sheeted it, we ran this sarking paper, so it's like a nylon woven sort of paper. It's like 1500 on a big roll, and we just wrapped like builders wrap the whole buildings.
Just builders wrap.
Yeah, on one side, just so that we could actually test it and play it before the sheets and everything went on. So it was, I loved the testing. It was really, really fun. And I loved it when the Australian Defence Force, they come down there for a while,
Oh, nice.
They still are.
but haven't heard or seen of them since.
Yeah.
So,
It's because they got the KWF 90s.
well, basically, yeah.
I see
yeah.
them all the time down there.
What's that?
The ADF.
Yeah, yeah. We'll still have flyboys down there from out there at Amberley.
Yeah, Toowoomba
We've
comes
still
down
got
too.
some actually serving ADF people that do go down there. We've had a couple of the sniper team down there as well.
Yeah, right.
So
You'd be surprised who goes in there.
yeah. Well, even police. So we've had police in there as well.
You need to make a day of that.
Yeah.
Police first, the general public.
Well,
I'm the first
see-
one there.
Yeah, well, see, the thing with police though is if they see like a couple of buildings being demolished on a street or something, they'll actually approach the developer or the demolisher and ask them if they can use those three houses for training
Yeah, before
until
they
they
get to.
bulldoze them. So they get to kick in the windows, like use ladders and everything like that.
They should make a day of it.
But yeah, it's.
Second-hand houses
I
or-
think, I think if I chose the person correctly at the time,
It's a
thinking
regular
business
Saturday night
minded
party.
instead of mates,
No, like
then
Talking
that's
military
we
versus
still would have had
general
real strike there.
talking actual full event. Just
But yeah, it was also at that time too.
Would be good.
I could see like the speedball team sort of on a downward escalade as well.
There you go.
So it was pretty hard
that's the
to
fun part.
pretty hard to stand there and just build something like keep it open. I was actually paying, so any of the comps that they were paying was basically not even paying for rent. It wasn't even. It was pretty much just smoked, as far as I say.
Yeah.
It was all smoked up. So I was paying for people to play at my field or real strike there for quite some time.
Yeah.
Because
And paying rent.
and paying rent. Yeah, so I was doing everything at once, and enough's enough.
It doesn't work.
No,
Yeah.
no, and I don't care. Like people with their drones and setting up for drone racing and whatnot through the building.
That was a waste.
That
of
was a
space.
waste of time, waste
Yeah.
of money. Like didn't eventuate to anything.
Yeah.
The thing is about that, if they actually put some money into it,
Yeah.
and made proper obstacles instead of like cardboard cutout
Yeah.
at one end and
Yeah.
cardboard cutout at the other. they
Yeah,
might
but
have
the
actually
thing
got
was
somewhere
is
with
that
it.
because there was no money coming from speedball, there basically was no money to do that. And even we had Morgan from Gorilla Blasters approach us, and he wanted us to go in partnership with him. He was looking at the mushroom farm down there at South McLean.
Oh, the Eden facility.
So yeah, that they wanted like $36,000 a month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, nah, not going to happen. Don't even bother because Morgan wanted to set up his drone, not drones, but his battle bots. So he wanted to do that. That was his main thing. He wanted to do.
I like the little dome in the middle.
Yeah. Well, that's what he wanted
I'd rather
to do.
go watch that than drones flying.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
So
carnage.
he wanted to
It's
step
very
away
hard
from
to
the
see.
gel
It's
ball.
carnage.
He didn't
Remote
want to,
control.
did not care anything about the gel ball whatsoever. All he wanted to do was do his battle bots.
Yeah.
And I still don't think that would have brought 30 grand to
Oh.
rent.
No.
No,
You know, like-
no.
36G sounds like a Whitewater World price. Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
And Darren, I'll tell you what, Whitewater World was I only went there once, and I had the best day there.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was a
Darren
crazy
runs
day.
a good
100%,
event. Get in for
100%.
more games.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hey, boss man.
So even when he teams up with Francis,
Yeah, exactly.
it's going to be absolutely epic,
It's on
I
the-
reckon.
it's on the side.
Absolutely. So
Brown paper bag.
yeah, Kelvin, it was a rough time. And I did
What's
what
the
I
song
could,
sponsorship
and,
there?
and probably a little bit more, but in the end I had to walk away. And
That's why.
Referee bonus.
to this day I am actually
There is no
still
agreement,
paying
that's why it's all cash under
paying
the
it back.
table.
So I ended up with like $40,000 in the hole from it.
Ooh, fuck.
So
Guys.
yeah, so that's for like letting your mates are mates, and you'll go as far. I let it go for too long.
Oh, Eli's on.
Is
What are
he?
Eli?
Is he?
Eli Keen's on.
Yeah, Darren. I reckon War Games will be the bomb.
Yeah, I'm trying to round up my old boys for you, mate.
When is War Games?
I was so cut that I didn't get to go to Booker's because it was a whole
That's
weekend
day
thing,
before ASL,
and we had
same
NSL
day,
training on
that's
anyway,
yeah.
so I couldn't actually go to it.
Yes,
But
I'll
I
go.
would have loved to have gone to
Yes,
Booker's
I'll
and
go.
done a live stream from Booker's.
ASL.
Yeah.
But being out at Millmerran, I don't think there's much internet out there,
If that.
if that.
That's
So
the
I think you're probably getting 1G.
Yeah, pre-record.
Yeah, pre-record.
Yeah, just pre-recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was an awesome day.
Yeah.
I'd imagine Joker would have got some footage.
Yeah, I think Joker did.
Yeah.
I think he did.
No, that,
Yeah, so that's the ups and downs of Black Site, but it's all built now, and there's still plenty to go. Like there's so much more that we can do to Black Site as well. So everything that we did at Black Site was modular. Anything that's on frames cannot be moved. It's solid. But there are buildings there where they're okay. So they are solid,
only going off the pot.
but they're only nails into the concrete, so they can be cut, and we can
right.
shift and
Joe
move a
Man
few
doesn't
things.
plan, but I don't
Doors
know
we
what
can
they're
change
doing.
up all the time.
Yeah.
Docking for Midge. 'cause Midge is
But
the
yeah,
one.
it'd be good to see some secret hatches go, like
And
even
then who
at the
was
side of the
that?
buildings, not coming through the floor,
Yeah.
but entering through the side of the building and getting in through some crawl space.
Field
Yeah,
Yeah, but
progression.
I'm not that small.
Pardon?
Field progression.
Yeah, that's right. So even if
I know that.
and I know Rowan wanted to leave this for like a different tier. So he was calling it like the Disneyland package where he'd open up all that. So obviously Disneyland package costs
30
more.
grand.
No.
36
I think it was
grand
like
a month.
30 grand.
I think no, well that's no, it's like 100 and something dollars, but you had to pay like a membership or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You have a membership, and then like once a month they'd open up this to the members
Yeah.
that pay the membership, and then you also pay a certain amount of money to play.
I've never heard of those membership thing. I wouldn't call him a yachty.
No, but
Really?
that's the problem. But that's the problem that Rowan was facing with Blackside though, because it's like, yeah, we'll garner the interest. Hell yeah, everyone's in, and then everyone fucking flakes at the end of it. And you're like,
100%.
dude,
That's gelball
Yeah.
by itself. Like I had
Like,
people
what-
saying with the 2v2, like, oh yeah, we're super keen, we're coming, and then come the night where I pick the players and stuff, like put them in their position where they start.
One there.
Oh, sorry, mate, can't make it. Blah blah blah. Like
What's
I
counting?
would need that right at the start.
What
What are you
was
looking for?
I'm just noticing you've got 4 outlaw shirts here.
Yeah,
One at the back.
yeah,
2 in the middle.
2 in the middle.
yeah.
Um,
One's
one over there.
Ref J's that we all sign. One's J-Man's. One's Azza.
There's one there.
he's collecting shirts like he's collecting scalps.
Yep.
yeah, he's got a bit to go to catch up with me.
Yeah, I've got nowhere near yours.
Yeah.
No one does.
But I think that's See, I guess that's with the whole situation of people flaking. It's almost like, okay, well, obviously that approach has not worked.
No.
And really now it's like, and this is why, like what I was saying a fortnight ago, that's why I wanted to sort of do a bit more stuff alongside the QET guys. It's like, yeah, cool. I've got the same people
Yeah.
from like OG days that I'll always run with.
Yeah.
But the sport has to
Bonjour.
outlive us now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour at stupid o'clock at night.
Good on
man.
you. Good on
Not
you,
even
Kingsley.
Yeah. I mean,
The taller Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I am too, but yeah. So I don't know. That's how do we nurture the next lot,
The
new
next
players?
generation?
That to me, that to me is the a priority for me now, and I guess that's why like for some of the players who I used to run with, I don't run with as often. It's nothing personal to you guys. Like,
No,
I
as they
still-
grow
yeah.
up, they're going in more into family, more into
Yeah, like
Um,
it's the same as your priorities change as you
Yeah.
as you progress into things as well, and
yeah.
and that's why I probably I'm probably owed I'm overdue for some games at Newtown because I'm like, okay, well, time
Yeah.
to
Well, looks like we're all going down to Newtown. Oh no, it's Mother's. Oh,
not on Mother's Day.
No,
Yeah.
not on
So-
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Can't.
That's alright. My wife's at work till 2.
Oh, there you go.
17,
There you go.
18.
I
I'm
might
down.
do a field crawl down there, actually.
Yeah, I might make an appearance on weekend 17, 18.
Kingsley, you're no good with anybody, to be honest. You
Hey, you said teenagers, I didn't.
He's got difficulty dealing with Maddie already, so. Maddie's a hard coconut to crack, but
Yeah.
Which man are we talking about?
Yeah.
Matty Collins that
Matty
took like,
Collins,
the whole box of
because he
whites.
steals all the greens.
No, he took the box of all whites on Saturday.
Oh, you did too.
Matty Collins took the whole box nearly.
Oh shit! Yeah, he did too.
That's why I had to ask him for an allocation of 40. Milky's.
That's what we
I got
said.
half of them now.
That's why as soon as he said he had some, I said save me 20.
I've got someone else's. They're all milkies,
Yeah,
but
I've got Kips at home.
Have
I keep looking at them like,
just take one. Just
You won't
take
know
one
that
or
missing.
two. Sorry, Kif.
no, I won't.
Yeah.
I won't.
He'll sell them.
Yeah.
Double the price.
It's not all of us.
That's the amount he gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Hey,
Eli's.
Kingsley can't count.
Eli's packs are there.
I'm out of green and frost standard, and
Standard.
Milky got a bit left.
So you
Yeah,
still got a
Matty's
few
just Matty.
milkies. Yeah. Yeah.
Matty's always difficult to deal with.
Oh.
Love you, Matty Collins.
Yeah. No.
Hey, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Maddie, this
It's
thing's
still there.
that thing's still
Oh.
there, bro.
You want a
Still.
band-aid, mate? Fuck.
It was with his blaster. It was out from me. He just goes pop. Instant. It just was like.
It's like $3.90.
Yeah.
I think I've done worse to Marty.
Yeah.
So it's like someone
Yeah.
just taking a
I'm
swift
bleeding.
kick to the
Mate,
Netherlands.
you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
owe me.
Hey, quick question.
Sure.
You're a T-shirt
You just refused to pay me
I
back.
could
No.
feel it instantly.
I'll get
It
there
was
one day.
welted.
Joe
Hang on.
And then
Tactical
there was
took
that
full
time where you were
400.
reffing and I
Yeah, in
just
the
popped around the
back of the
corner
head,
back
man.
in. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, looks
Yeah.
like.
So
Summer
Gel
Cat does it.
Tactical took the
Popping
whole
off.
400 packs of the Frost Standard.
So that's
Oh.
fine. I don't give a shit.
That's fine. Now I'm a Milky Boy. In
Who's
that.
Gel Tactical?
Is
Kingsley?
that the...
Who is
Oz,
Joe?
Oh, is that Gel? What, Oz?
Oh, Oz Gel Tactical. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So that's old mate up north there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
he's past Crossfire now. He's like up the road from Crossfire kind of thing. Well,
Yeah,
Oz
yeah.
Gel
Not
Tactical,
too
yeah.
far.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, no,
Yeah.
he's posted shitting on the Summer Cats before. It wouldn't be him.
So
Someone's on there.
old M4A1. Is that Ipswich?
Tactical, wouldn't it? Oz Hobbies.
They got 4 stores.
Yeah, it's
M4A1.
Oz Hobbies.
Yeah, Oz Hobbies.
Oz Hobbies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the one in Surfers, the one up in.
Or is that TGB or
that Oz
TGB?
Hobby.
No.
No.
So Oz Hobbies has a shop in near Old Armoured Heaven and one at Pimpama.
One's
I believe.
Ipswich?
Aussie
Is
Hobbies.
Old Armoured Heaven the one at Algester? Oz Hobbies? Or is that?
Yeah, AH Tactical. That
Yeah,
one,
right. Yeah, so they're
yeah.
done. Algester.
Not Oz Hobbies, he reckons.
Yeah, Oz Hobbies.
Someone's got them. We'll find them for you if you want.
Yeah, OZ Hobbies shit on summer cats publicly, so I don't think it would be him.
No, that's...
But what doesn't OZ?
No, well, Oz Hobbies
not
went
shit
around the
off?
back door, didn't they? To secure some.
Hey,
How you going, Lester?
who's that guy?
Lester.
Who what?
Who let him in?
Eh?
Who
Who let him in? Shut the
Lester.
door on your way out, please, Lester.
Lester, first name no.
Wow.
That was him.
No,
Hey,
that was him.
But no, you're right about Oz Gel, like OZ Gel, fucking
Yeah.
shitting on everybody. Like
Yeah.
every
Oh.
time I've seen him post, like, oh, this gearbox was shit.
When he... Yeah.
He flames on.
I actually
It's
didn't
so
like
hilarious.
his comment about the Aboriginals and
yeah.
Whoa,
Oh, yeah,
He was
Anzac Day.
going. He was going
He
off on
was-
Anzac Day.
Yeah,
off
Yeah.
chopped
Yeah,
on
let's
that.
not bring that up because Drummond's in it.
Well,
Yeah.
remember the old school one when he first started piping up and shooting gels
Oh,
into the street.
oh no, that's different guy. That's the guy behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? Are you
Yeah.
It
sure?
was him. It was
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
100%.
Oh, so I can't complain. I shoot ones in the trees in the bush that's behind my house.
Oh yeah, but
So,
not into the
Gel
street.
Tactical,
Yeah.
Rockhampton, Ipswich,
Trees
Bundaberg.
and stuff.
and
a little bit
Mackay.
different.
So you can't spell
'Cause
Mackay.
We're at Mum's house.
There's no I, there's a
Side of the
Y.
property, it's just bushland.
Yeah.
And like
Okay,
big fucking
alright, give him a
trees
break.
and
Alright,
Yeah.
probably.
Open your eyes, Kingsley.
Yeah.
Got no problems with that.
Make
If you
sure
can.
I is not next to the Y. Y is up top.
Right past on the guy, kind of shit, you know?
Oh, they've seen me do it before, but
Yeah,
it's
so
not there and I'm shooting that way. So
I
that's
can't
yeah,
because I actually
have glasses.
I speak to Judy and Adam still, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
But no, that's an interesting one too. With just people being silly.
Yeah.
I mean, look on the plus side, like it's we were saying it last time as well. It's just good that like at least, you know, people are actually trying to do the right thing, and the few people that are not, they're actually being sort of dealt with accordingly
Yeah.
in an appropriate manner where
Yeah,
it
with a
does
2x4.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a 2x4.
Yeah, that too. But like it's,
Touching
but it's
up as you're
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just not. At least like when you get people like that, like it's not damaging the rest of the community as well. That's the important part, at least for me, anyway.
I've seen a lot of times where, like, him particularly, he will post these videos of him, like, oh, there's tech in this, and they, like, publicly shitting on tech things. Then you go and look at his videos, and you're like, okay, well, this is wrong, you've done that wrong, you've done that wrong, you've done that wrong. And it's like, he's just spreads misinformation, which hurts the community that he's trying to build.
Yeah.
a rapport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually went up there and I got myself a regulator and a hose at the time, and I think I was looking for trigger boards. So I actually met him. He's not a bad bloke like when you speak to him. He is very knowledgeable, but when he goes saying stuff like that, it's just not
silly.
needed. Not in the
Yeah,
community.
exactly.
Not needed.
But
Like those sort of
What's up,
things,
Pablo?
keep to yourself.
it's almost
You know?
like the demon drinks got involved, and he's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
a bit of a
Yeah.
keyboard warrior.
He has a,
Hey, Pabs.
public page and his personal
Oh,
page,
Pablo.
Yeah.
but they look basically the same.
They look the
Yeah.
same, yeah.
So it looked like it was the business page doing it,
Yeah.
and then he cleared it up and said, "Oh, it's his personal page," but they're basically the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like everyone
Which-
does.
Which is a reflection on.
yeah,
on another
exactly,
then.
exactly.
Yeah,
They
but
go
everyone
hand
can
in
have
hand.
their own opinion. That's fine. But when it comes to stuff like that, you don't say that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it just reminds you of a few interesting cats back in the day too.
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
custom.
oh yeah, good old Danny G,
So,
You're onto it.
Danny Gibson. I remember
I mean,
when he
yeah.
threatened you with a taser. That was funny.
all due respect though, he was one of the people
Yeah.
that got me into gelball. Like,
Oh, serious?
yeah.
Yeah?
What's it all about?
Yeah.
I
I designed his logo.
Bulletproof. This was like an infamous joke, and
So-
it was
I designed his logo, and he paid me in a gel
great-
blaster,
bunch of
and
great
that's how I
diggers
got started in the
commenting
sport.
on Danny Gibson
Nice.
stuff,
Yeah.
and he goes,
Hope it was a good gel blaster.
Oh, it was
Hey,
a Gen
Alan,
8
and
UMP
tag
on
goes,
1301.
hey,
It
Alan,
was ripping.
some
So, you know,
balls,
like he was,
zap, and then sends the
he
Simpsons
did have his
guy going
heyday,
like,
but
zap.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I can't comment
That's
further
how
on
I
like,
first knew
you know,
about you.
the direction that he went. Like,
Yeah,
you know, I still
balls.
bought a few things off him to support his business. But,
Yeah. That's cool.
it's a pity, but
the
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
All right.
You driving?
Yeah,
Who's
Motherfucker?
yeah.
who's driving?
Not you.
Well, I'm here.
The
I'm
person
in the
at
front.
back.
Oh,
I'm in the
head.
front.
It's only 3.
I'm
First
not.
original shit talk
I
was
am not.
Binary 3.
Closed captions can't keep up.
It's only
Yeah,
when I
that's
fall
true.
over is when there's a problem.
That's the original Benny Mod. He was the best. Benny Mod.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Who's that?
Benny Mod.
Benny Mod. Yeah.
Remember back in the
Roughly.
day?
Yeah.
He
Roughly.
was the original Danny Gibson.
Oh, was he
Eagle,
throwing
is that
shit
right?
at retailers too?
Aussie Elite. He was doing all. He was their sponsor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't he go to Gen
Next gen.
Next Gen with Michael from Next Gen?
He's a good bloke, but man, he loved talking shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like his main thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we weaned out those people too, in a way. Like,
Well, didn't
Yeah.
wean them out. They they
They're kinda-
withdrew from the
yeah.
community. They withdrew themselves.
which is strange. Which is strange considering it's like, you know, they fueled so much of it too, whether in a good or bad way. But then yeah, now it's just like they've kind of just fallen into some manner of obsolescence.
Yeah. Well, he had a big
A lot
name.
of them is techs, right? Like tech. The
Yeah.
tech industry is
Yeah.
crazy because
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of like. Obviously, I've worked at
Few stores.
4 different shops now,
Mm.
and like been doing it since
And
2017.
you're still that shit?
And
I was just thinking the
Okay,
same
Alan.
thing.
and
You've had
like
4 shops?
the amount of
What's
techs
wrong?
that I've seen come
You lift
and
yourself
go.
right over for that
Yeah.
And they all have different opinions of each other. They all try and jump in each other's lanes. Like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, and all this. And they just can't
Boomba.
keep to themselves.
Because
Yeah,
everyone
they can't
wants
keep to
to
themselves.
know better
They
than
get
the next.
Burnt out, and that's
Yep.
kind of
That's
why
all
I've
it is.
lasted
It's
so
just
long.
ego.
Because I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I do my
it's
job.
Do your
I
way.
try it as good as I can,
Yeah.
and I don't give a shit.
That's why I never.
And well,
I
at the
never
end of
did
the
my
day,
time.
they're fucking toys.
And
And they're gonna
what's
break.
there? 3 of the original techs
Especially
left.
firing as quickly as they do.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and as often.
Josh.
Josh
Shaka,
Abraham, yeah.
Shaka and me.
And Shaka and Maddie are probably.
Yeah,
The 3 original.
Yep.
You know.
Josh is in from what? Josh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Abraham, yeah.
Yeah.
Although, I don't hear a huge amount of out of him.
But even-
although that's probably a good thing, because
I still think
it
Lockie
means he's
should.
doing his job.
Lockie
Well,
should
Martin-
still be around though. From hardcore.
95% of Josh's work
But
is
he-
all
he
Wilson
came in
stuff.
late.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he did come in a bit later.
It's not like we're going to hear much of it because we're not in the Milson side of things
Yeah.
that often. So
See
Yeah.
me at X-Force, I'm like,
bit of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do everything though, Matty.
It's the one
Across
thing
the board.
I wish Watt would do a little bit more of. Hey, Johnny? Hey?
yeah.
Bit of speedy boy stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
Drop socks, man.
I think,
Already, we're just like.
Cyber Trigger might be doing something like that.
alright.
Okay.
Shaka's with them.
Yeah.
Shaka's with Cyber.
How is
He's dead keen on it, I think.
how's Lucas Chen
He did.
going with the
The adapter?
adapter? Yes.
As far as I'm aware, he's working on about 3 different projects for either the adapter or another couple ideas that
Yep.
he's
Hey Timmy,
that he's got.
good to see you, baby.
Timmy!
I know
Perfect.
we're in the process of making a drop-in engine receiver, similar to, say,
What MK used to do.
no. So
They did with the
the
gearbox.
engine sits in the upper of the receiver. There's no
Yeah,
gearbox,
right.
and then there's just a bracket that holds the engine in, similar to like the Monk Oracle or the
Yeah, right.
Vinci Trinity, that sort of thing.
God, that
Um,
thing's sexy.
Oh,
The Trinity.
The Trinity looks
man,
good, yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
If I go over there and get my hands on one, I might not take them off.
The price is outstanding when you can
But they're
it.
fully built. That's the thing. They come with the engine, the trigger board. They come with all the
What is it?
wiring
What's it
to get in the back of the board. It's a
I've got it-
Or
I've
the
got it
Oracle.
here.
Yeah, you
yep,
got it?
or the Oracle. Yep.
Which
but yeah,
which
that-
one would you think would be better?
No, 'cause I love
Both the
being
same,
medical.
really.
So
aren't they?
are we talking gel ball or are we talking airsoft?
Let's go airsoft first.
We'll go to airsoft
Yeah,
first
we'll
because
go
that's
to
what
the
they are.
forbidden
For
territory.
airsoft, okay. In terms of design,
Yeah.
I've looked into the design of the Diablo. Obviously, I own
no.
one.
Yeah.
I've looked into the design of the
That
Trinity
is
and the
gorgeous.
Oracle.
It is.
The Oracle is very
the Oracle?
overcomplicated,
No, that's the Trinity.
and it uses
Oh,
rub screws
Oracle,
and stuff
sorry.
where realistically you could have used a bracket or something slightly
There you
more
go.
reliable.
Yeah.
So to me, maybe over design, over engineering is good.
Yeah.
It looks amazing,
Yeah.
but I would say
US.
You could cut
I'm
that.
going to remove full bias from the NSL FCC thing. I
Yeah.
would
That was
probably
my
say the
favourite,
design
and
of the
I saw the
Trinity
Trinity.
being the split receiver
Yeah.
is probably the best,
Yep.
followed by the Diablo because it uses a bracket, not screws,
Yep.
and then the Monk. But
Okay.
that's because it has
Okay.
those
It'll
weird
look
like
like
gaskets in the middle and a bunch of screws.
Yeah.
to
So
hold the engine.
Timmy's on there saying all the new El Diablo.
Max triggers though.
So Timmy is
I
managed
managed
Is that like a
to-
gauge?
Yeah,
Those
that's
triggers
really
are
good.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
is
Strobe's
is
got one.
That's why.
Safari
I found
Zuma
that.
is
It's the
Dougie
monk
getting
one, the
any
new
of those
monk one has the
Diablos
red
in?
gauge
If so,
that way,
please
doesn't
let me know.
Yep. It's
Paddy's saying, what about the AirTag?
the AirTag.
Yeah.
Are we talking just the upper? Because it's not the same thing.
No, that's right.
Yeah, because the AirTag upper is an upper. If we're talking like gearbox less receiver, full built like kind of receiver gearbox inbuilt things.
Or the El Pablo.
um,
Good on your Pabs.
yeah, I mean there's a few of them. Obviously there's like the Hyperlights as well. I've worked on one of them.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I know
The 7 mil.
Nightmare Tech's got one. He
Yeah.
showed off here a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you know, the
Um,
last ASL.
Yeah, he did.
ARC carbon lower is what you need for those
AirTag.
attacks.
I have a G&G lower. It's, one of the SSG proper G&G lowers.
One of those.
Yep.
No, like what the AirTag was originally built for.
I bet you do, Timmy.
What colour? Hello, buddy.
You want me to step out for a sec?
But yeah, I would say in terms of
Push
design,
aside.
Vinci have done it well. Obviously they were
That's what I want to do.
they've had theirs for quite a while, and you know
Yeah.
they've got Junkie on there who's like an outstanding tech as
Yep.
well. So I'd probably go the
That's
Vinci.
hard.
Yep.
And then
That's
the Diablo
alright.
and then the
The
Monk.
gorilla or the
Okay.
Imperial.
But that's all personal preference.
Or
Like
It's
Probably-
overcomplication is not
probably
necessarily a bad
Oh,
thing if it
because
works. So
when Todd got his gorilla,
you know
it took
maybe
them a
the
minute to
Monk,
get it working.
but
okay.
obviously I haven't
But it
obviously
is
haven't used
top.
them. So just by looking at like the
Basically the
teardowns
same
and the
as that.
designs, I would
Yeah.
probably say the Vinci.
but
Yeah,
with the
right.
red upper.
Yeah.
Well, on the
That's
plus side,
Timmy's-
that's what they call over
Timmy's
engineering.
blaster.
Yeah, not always
Oh,
a
the
bad
one
thing.
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one up here.
But I'm gonna see if I can try and get more of the Milsom guys starting on this conversation too.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get
Yeah,
lost in
we-
there somewhere, but yeah.
We'd love some Simmers opinions on stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, the opinions are inputs.
Yeah.
All of it would be sick.
Yep.
Yeah, now import's another fun topic, isn't it? Importing things. Like even then, you still run it through the ringer half the time. Like you're just like,
I'd say we're not judgmental, but hey, I'd be lying.
Yep.
The king of judgmentalness, I mean.
that's it. No, different strokes for different folks. I'm not
Yeah,
fussed.
Mancraft is like insanely good CNC machined receivers. Like, I remember it was Ben Island came down to ASL to play with Viking Ducks with us, and he brought his one down.
Yep.
And that thing was insanely nice.
Yeah, right. Have you seen L Dubs's Diablo?
The Atom.
Yeah, the Atom, should I
Yeah,
say?
yeah. He doesn't let that too far away from his own hands, but I've seen it. Yeah.
Understandably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's another one of the ones I think that has no gearbox in it, if my understanding is correct. But,
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
He tells me all about it.
The Atom's another one that's in amongst all that.
Yep.
I haven't really looked too far into the design, but I'd imagine it's pretty similar. So to
Okay.
the Diablo.
Yep. No, that's cool. Yeah, well, I think with the NSL team, we're still trying to secure the GATs for our players.
South Australia.
Yeah, so I do believe that.
Is the Monk rifles are all going to be there?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We are actually.
We can always just ship them down.
Yeah.
Ship ours down to Dougie. I'm sure they've got some bottles we can fucking use.
Yeah, well, I think the boys are taking over their own bottles. They just got to take the reg off them.
Yeah.
And then they can fly with them, of course. A few things that they do have to take. But yeah, I think maybe pistols are going to be probably the hardest ones for us to get this year. Considering because T-Paz and them are playing for Belgium, or they're for someone anyway.
We've been told we might be able to use one of Junkie's pistols for us. So.
Oh,
That'd be
nice.
sick.
Yeah, so it's just getting all these final things in order,
Yeah.
so we can make sure the guys are going over there with the right and correct
Use that as a field of play.
gear.
I suppose
Yeah,
it could
100%.
even
Like
be
even
something. It could even be something where you get like a pre-built done by say like LA Kappa or High Kappa Hub or one of those
Yeah.
big names, and then get it shipped to the DSD guys.
Yeah.
So then you've got like pistol for the Australia team.
yeah.
That could be a pretty good shout.
All right, please excuse me for a minute.
You're excused.
Oh, look, the bus is out of control.
We need a new driver. Get in Alan.
So now it's left to me, Matty. Apparently.
Yeah.
We're out of control. We're screwed.
Yeah, you're enhanced. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
By 3.
I've had a cold white, so.
Yeah, this guy's driving home. He's on his he's on his 12th beer.
Let's get
That's nothing.
some off-topic stuff going.
Okay, what colour knickers are you wearing?
So,
It'd be
it'd be black. Yeah, black. Is there any other colour for men?
That's why I asked. 'cause
airsoft
we've-
Well, you don't wear white. You don't want the brown
because
streaks.
the three of us have got black jocks, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking.
I said black drops, mate.
But you're not a man.
Black with a bit of yellow on top. I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. I bet you voted green, mate. Fuck.
I didn't vote at all.
Yeah.
Here comes a $20 fine.
Here we go.
No,
Huh?
don't have to
Ship
vote.
you off to bloody New Zealand, mate. Off you go.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not a citizen,
Oh,
bro.
you little fucker.
Well, although the wife is nagging.
Off topic though, that does suck. You got like they put the election on the Labor Day long weekend.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did mine way before that. Like 2 weeks
do
before.
early vote.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm
Well,
just curious what's gonna
That's
happen.
pretty much off topic.
Yeah. Anyone else in the comments gonna have something?
Anyone in the comments got
Blue.
questions for Matty or anyone on this couch?
Yeah. Like,
Ask us questions.
yeah, far away.
Yeah.
And not from Paddy, because that would be outrageous.
Yeah, and we
Someone
don't
that
want,
actually plays gelball.
and not about keepers because we don't want to give away who our last player is.
No.
Forever a mystery until you see him in the field,
It's
isn't
a
it?
joke, but
Jesus,
Any glasses there, bro?
no, I just didn't expect it to be shoved in my face. Kind of needed it back
Flashbang.
back a little bit more.
flashbang, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure the next field crawl's next weekend at
Crossfire.
Should be a good one.
I might be available for that one.
Ben, that's for
Ooh.
you, mate. Ben,
I actually haven't
get in
been to the new layout. For
Ben,
Crossfire,
Nick,
actually.
that's all. Yeah, it's you boys.
there. Best
Yeah.
tip for new players. Ooh, okay. That's a
Ooh.
good question.
Don't
Oh,
buy what you
depends
don't
on-
need.
It sort of depends on what you're going to. If it's
Yeah.
Milsim
So,
side,
well,
Don't
Get your
listen.
opinion on
Don't
that.
listen to the Grizzling.
Tips for
Yeah,
new
they
players.
just
Who asked that?
don't listen to this
Nicole.
guy.
so he's asking.
Best tip for new players.
Yeah, so we'll get
So
both
for
sides.
Milsim, for
Yeah.
you,
Yep. For Milsim, I'd say look, starting off, don't buy what you don't need. Honestly, when people ask like all the gear that I have, I always say get a chest rig, bro, because it's a good balance of being light. You can scale it up and down a bit, but you're not running with plates, you know.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need plates. And
Oh yeah.
Then you fall in the realm of not feeling your hip.
Oh, and there's plenty of
It's
them
a-
out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's enough of those.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if you train with it, if you train and condition yourself, you'll kind of know, anywho, when you get hit with plates. Because I run weighted plates at Blackside.
just for like usual CQB stuff.
Yeah.
For any new player, really
Yeah.
just go have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore.
A lot of the new player sort of experience tends to be a discovery process because they'll find their play style, they'll see which one they align with, and then they go from there. Like with Speedball, of course, you've got, you make an investment into the gear,
Yeah.
much the same way that you do with Milsim. Like with Milsim, it's very much if you're into, tactics, running drills, or having game modes that require a ancillary task besides just
shooting the enemy team.
Well, go to scrim nights and CQBs and just find your format.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
So-
honestly, like, give the rentals a go. Like, try different blasters. Like, if every once in a while, I'll let someone have a crack at my stuff.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one, Paddy. Don't
Yeah,
react to
100% on that,
shit
Paddy. 100%.
But yeah, for Speedy boys,
Yep.
your turn there, Matty.
My turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you usually sitting in the corner just bagging people out. Come on.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you're part of the show.
bit-
I miss it.
Oh,
Bit of
okay.
positivity.
You want me to bag people out?
No,
All right.
bit of
No.
All right,
No.
all right.
No.
Let's start with, if you are new to Speedball, do not play against Anarchy. It'll ruin whatever you think about the whole community.
Don't.
Okay, all right.
Okay, that's
All
enough
right.
from me.
Next subject.
Back over to you.
Yeah, over to someone else.
Quiet in the back.
Yeah.
Hand it
Now,
over.
well, for someone new like me, who's only really been doing Speedy shit since January,
Yep.
pretty much just give it a try. I met Marty and Gelball at Blackside the night before DSK,
Yep.
and then we went out to DSK at Hardcore, and
That was
since
mad.
then it's just been
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
it's just been go 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 and a chaos run,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. So any new players that want to do Speedball like we do,
Yep.
just give it a crack. Go to any scrims, any night.
Yeah.
what
Any
you guys
training
should- You know
sessions?
what you guys should do? You know how you got all the knee pads and all that when you slide around? You should
What
get
knee
ones
pads?
with... Not you, but, there are some people who use them, but... Why don't you
Just
get
'cause
one?
we
Why don't you get
actually
one?
slide.
Why don't you get ones with like brushes, like bristles on them, so you just scrub the floor as you go?
Yeah,
Well,
just
you
give it a
could-
wheel insert.
Hey
like
Ray,
a
how you
heel
going,
is.
mate?
Yeah.
We got Ray in the chat now. He's probably in there when I went outside, but
Probably.
Ray is down in South Australia building the speedball field for the boys down there. So Ray and
Road
Heath,
trip.
The,
Yeah.
is that the Battle for Waterloo?
yeah, Battle for Waterloo. So they've pulled down a fair bit of it and converted the
Their
tennis
CQ
court.
Their CQB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That looks
So
really good.
Ray's been there like rain, hail or shine.
So it's Heath.
Every day. Same with Heath. These two guys are just like, we're trying to think of a name for the field, and I don't know. We always
figure it
sort
when we get there.
of Field of Dreams because they've been wanting
Yeah.
it for quite some time, and
Wonderland, right there.
yeah,
Yeah, one of them.
Wonderland or
Needs
Yeah.
3v3 in that court, probably.
no.
I wouldn't know. I'm actually curious. I'm actually
For
curious
what time?
I'm actually curious what the gelball scene in South Australia is now. So obviously with all the licensing laws that they got to
Calvin.
comply with now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
no. I think the community down there's like needed this speedball field for quite some time.
Well,
So
it's been, what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah,
two or
yep,
three?
2 years.
Yeah. Right.
Been quite some time, but these boys have been just frantically the last
And they've been coming
2
up here,
months,
so what,
3 months.
Dad and
Yeah, well,
and
Heath came
Ray
up for the
Yeah.
TNT 3 and 3.
Yeah.
So did most of the Bad Nature
Bad
boys came
Nature's
up.
crews
Yep.
come up.
Tim comes up every ASL.
every ASL. Yeah,
He captains our lads at ASL.
He
Yeah.
definitely does. He does a good job.
He does an outstanding job.
yeah, he definitely does. And teching,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He fixed yours.
Yeah.
he fixed Alan Sandy.
Seen as Manny couldn't.
I never could.
Oh, and we're back to bagging.
Now we're back to bagging.
Now we're back to the
Thanks,
usual.
Zach.
What do you mean?
Thanks,
back?
Zach.
I'm holding
Times
on to
we've
some
left and returned.
a real
we never
fucking
left.
lethality
We never
here that I'm-
Zach, don't make him go. Don't make him go full frontal.
I try not to.
No. Paddy's like, didn't they used to have 3v3 on that court? And then he's like, no, I'm serious. I think they used to do 3v3 on that court at Waterloo.
Speaking of 3v3s.
Oh yeah, starting back up on this Monday coming.
So if you haven't got your team in, I don't know if there's many spots left. So
Yep.
get in if you can.
No, it's already
It's
it's
done,
closed.
is it?
It's
Okay.
closed. So
Okay.
there are there's Empire there.
Didn't mean to change the
Two
subject
teams for
then, but
Outlaws,
just I heard
and
3v3 come
there's
up.
6 teams all up.
Yeah, so Ghost will be one of them.
We got
Yeah.
3 Ghost teams,
We got
Jesus.
2
Outlaws.
Outlaws teams, and
Three.
one
Oh no. Sorry.
one Empire team. And that team consists of
So basically,
Eli, Strobes, and
Zarin.
and Jackson, I think.
And I thought, was it Seth was on it or something?
Mate, I don't know. I don't know the team.
I think
Seth,
it might have
Yeah,
been-
and that's right. So
like redhead said.
think so, yeah.
He played for Outlaws. Empire.
Empire, yeah. So we've called the other team the In-Laws.
Yeah.
So we've got Outlaws and In-Laws.
Because that's what we did for the first.
Yeah.
No, we did it for the first. Was it Flags?
Yeah.
Around hardcore.
Yeah.
We've done it a few
It
times.
just sticks with us, but we need to get a jersey for the In-Laws. That's
I
just
know.
it.
I've been waiting for my jersey for the last 2 months.
Yeah, I think I asked Calvin to design something like that, and I wanted something like Family Dad or something like that as In-Laws, like a jersey. So how the Ducks are like that, but I wanted like Family Dad or American Dad or something
Family
like
Guy,
that.
you mean?
Family
Yeah,
Guy,
right.
sorry, yeah. So I wanted
The
that as
American
like
Guy.
What's
the
this family?
Yeah.
Family,
American Dad.
family man thing.
I don't know about the American guy, but you know. Oh, I remembered something. Tip for new players: just get a stock blaster and run it till it breaks, and then you'll figure yourself out.
Yeah.
honestly.
SLR, I reckon.
Oh, 100% SLR.
First blaster, SLR.
SLR. The PDX is good too because they've got the same internals
Yeah.
as well. And
ARP, the
ARPs,
Mine
yeah.
was a cheap ass
That little
car.
moon, so the XYL.
yeah,
I think
no,
the
I
mustard on
rate
that.
the
The
PDX
new
because it
XY
takes
on
so
that.
much
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
magazines too.
Okay.
Like it takes the LDT springs, no problem.
So
They'll
Creed
do
is
that.
hiding
EPM,
after fourth
no.
last season.
But
And
LDT springs,
upgrades.
yeah.
You don't necessarily need a new blaster. You might just need a couple of tweaks with your upgrades.
100%.
yeah,
So-
and you could do that yourself. Change the spring out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Reseal. Just improve your air seals.
Yeah.
Like the to make a stock blaster just run really good for a very long time is very. It's theoretically simple, but probably
Paddy's
sense
first one
man.
was the PX9.
Okay.
Yeah.
PX. Who said that?
Paddy.
Paddy.
Yeah, no, that's true. My first blaster was actually a Gen 8 UMP, but it got done up to the tits. But anywho, we all start somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect people like jumping ship to MWSs all of a sudden because you work your way up to these things.
Yeah. My first blaster that I had was one from Tack Edge,
You don't know that.
and this is when they were at Ormo. Is it Ormo?
Yeah.
Fault.
Yeah.
Fault, Paddy.
So I got that, and it was the M4A1. No, it was an M4 platform, and it had, I don't know, it was the $499 one. Like, it was pretty expensive. A bit like the Ghost that they've got now.
Yeah.
But it was the SLR one. Oh, no, M4 one. And it was like the big long, had the
The
big long.
Ghost was one of the longest one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause mine was, my first full metal was the one, I can't remember what they call it, was the one shorter than that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I remember I got
APS
this one.
APS
My
Ghost.
first
APS
blaster
Ghost.
that I got was actually from the internet and brought it over here.
Sorry,
Plugged the
Paddy.
battery in and it caught fire.
Oh,
So I don't know what the fuck happened, but anyway, from there I went to Tack Edge and I bought the $500 one, and I thought, yeah, that was nice. And back then, like, you had glows that would run
You thought
through
I
your
pressed it.
through properly.
Yeah.
Trace the glow mags as
Yeah.
well. That's a good question. Does X-Force have glow mags?
We do.
Yeah.
LDT ones or
Yeah, the LTT glow mags.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I might have to look at getting some of them.
That was another one too. The LDT 416 version 3. Oh man,
The
that
HK
was
one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was money. Like
Yeah.
it had the hop up in the gas block,
Yeah.
and it was like I ran it for a time, but I sold that with something else for the MCX when they first dropped as well, the LDTs. But yeah, no, that's kind of how I got hooked on LDT for my AEG stuff.
Yeah, right. Just never
Yeah.
buy a Wells.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no.
no, been there.
Wells is, oh my god,
I mean, once you get a Wells, you just strip everything in the gearbox and put an HPA engine down.
100% you do.
Yep.
Well, no, you don't even do that.
Then
For
you have to
those
run
of you
Wells
that
mags.
Then you have to, yeah,
Just returned from a gel blaster shop with a Wells. Oh well.
yeah, Wells.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's it for sure. That's it.
6 or 7 of
No,
those
my
sitting
very
there.
first one was a Vector.
LDT. Oh, yeah,
LDTs, yeah.
They were good.
Yeah,
The Vectors were something else though. Like for the way they engineered that was money. Like it was, yes, it was a very unique design, but once you kind of got your head around it, happy days.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how those MK Vector boxes are coming along because there's a few of them in blasters now. Someone's HP.
Rowan's got some. Rowan's
Yeah.
got some of the.
I've got the
machine
final
guns.
prototype at home sitting in my
nice.
Vector.
Is the Vector still sitting?
Doesn't fit in the receiver properly. The pins don't line up.
Bruh.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
that's-
right.
Wow.
Oh, so you're the one
They're
who
a bit-
HPA that Vector then?
No, that was brilliant.
I still have a Vector out there, I think.
We obviously are bulletproof.
Do
We
I
did
hear
the
a
first,
Dremel coming
like,
out?
we did the prototyping for it, and then obviously X Force has had 2 or 3 prototypes since.
Yep.
He, I guess, doesn't want to progress.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, shit.
You can make
Gen
something
9
of
for
it. You
sure.
can definitely do
Oh,
it.
Gen
The
9
one,
was.
the
Gen
one that
9's another
caught
one.
fire. The one that caught fire was a Gen 8. It was like
Yeah.
one of the. I don't know. It looked good
Yeah.
when I was ordering it, and then when I got it back and I plugged the battery in, pulled the trigger,
Well,
and
damn.
it's
Oh,
fucking
no.
fire.
No, my
Fire
Got
and
a little
smoke.
smoky.
Yeah, it
My-
did.
our squad lead back then when we were running the full belt teams as well, like he had a Gen 9 with a hop up and people thought, oh, what have you done to that? He's like, nothing, just put a hop up on it. They're so like, man,
Yeah.
SLRs, LD, like old OG LDTs and the Gen 9s are like the sleeper builds.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of, and obviously the ARP as well, like they had like 2 versions, didn't they? But yeah, the good ARP, man, they were great sleeper builds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The latest version of the ARP that we got at
You
Xbox,
won't
like Gen 5, I think it's called.
You won't
It has a little
but I'll
plug
show
on
you
it.
when you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Oh, that's
that
horrible.
sits on the top of the gear, or like sits next to the T-piece. And you can buy an aftermarket metal T-piece with a barrel with a hop-up built into it that plugs into it and it's a tracer unit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
it
didn't
comes
see
with a
that.
tracer fitting
Yeah.
from factory.
Oh.
Tracer T-piece.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go. If you guys want to see where your gels are going, get a tracer T-piece for your ARP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's only on the newest one, so we've had it for like 6-7 months.
So
But
HLF,
XYL.
XYL, so
Yeah.
Little Moon.
Yeah, the G and G ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
that Binfang MP7 coming along? Because now that like the LDT MP7s are so hard to come by.
So there is that revamped.
Yeah, the
One?
the
Um,
V4.
Yeah, and it's the same as like the P90. They're
Yeah.
like pretty good.
Yeah.
Similar performance as the old one, but
A bit more reliable.
The exterior is a lot nicer.
Oh yeah, it's like 1-to-1 to an LDT, 100%.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one. I wanted to sample one from X-Force to compare it to an LDT MP7, but then I fried the MOSFET on my MP7.
Typical.
Yeah, as they do.
The big arm MOSFETs on all those like unique,
Yeah.
like the G36s, the
Yeah.
UMPs, the MP7s. Were all, oh.
No, the P90's one to not to sleep on as well because people have built with the metal gearboxes with them. Unreal what they can do now.
Even the nylon gearboxes can handle a lot. I built
Yeah.
one back in like 2019 when the first nylon gearboxes were in those P90s when they like went to the Gen 2 or 3 or whatever it
Yeah.
was. And I did in fact I've probably got the video on my phone, a build that was like slapping gels across a box doing like 320
Really?
FPS and it was on the nylon box. Relatively decent rate of fire.
Yeah.
I'd have bagged the P90, but I just didn't have the loadie for it. I'd love to do like more of your super low vis, like Heat, like the movie Heat, like that sort of degree of low vis with just P90 mags. But even then, like I remember seeing someone built the same rig as Heat, where it's like 12, it like stores like 9 to 12 magazines or something, but then you conceal it under a jacket. That was tough.
Yeah.
But they're
Having
pain.
like the undershoulder pistol holster, but full of like P90 mags.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, exactly.
That'd be
No.
sick.
World's your oyster when it comes to those sorts of play styles. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've seen a guy with a. Oh, so actually, I did a HPA P90 conversion that had the Fire Select wired into it. So the Fire Select actually worked, which was
That's
The
cool.
Fire Select actually worked.
we had to
it
use,
actually
we had
worked.
to use tracers to like wire tracers to find which connection goes where on the Polestar
Yeah.
board, so that we could actually wire in the
Yeah,
original switch
wow.
for the P90.
That's
And we
cool.
also wired the trigger switch in, so it uses the original trigger switch, the like button that moves forward and back, and the selector.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That took a while, but man, when I did that,
Done it properly.
it was like it was proper, like
Yeah.
a proper P90 HPA conversion.
I'd love to just like it's a bit few and far in between, but like if the LDT MP7 had a HPA conversion setup going on, that would be sick. But the only problem is it's like I don't know what the LDT MP7 is based off. Is it like a TM spec or whatever? Because I know there's like VFC boxes that can house a HPA housing.
Can't remember the name of the gearbox, but it has a V. It's a V something.
Like a
gearbox.
V6. Yeah, it's like a V6 inline.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it is a V6 inline.
Yeah. The only problem is your nozzles off center.
Yeah,
on that one
exactly.
there, which
Yeah.
is
You can get F2s that have that.
Yeah,
that,
right.
that like that nozzle at Polestar. You can get them from Polestar for the MP7.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Off-axis
Yes.
HPA nozzles.
Yep.
All right, one for
Okay.
me to find because I'd love to just run an MP7 again, but yeah, just an HPA.
In HPA. So Kif's here. Cooper's putting a V8 twin turbo in his blaster.
Just hear you
You
just
still
hear the
you still
jaws
got to be
go.
able to use it, a Kif.
You just hear a turbo.
A bit like me,
before
have all the
blasters
bells
go.
and whistles, but it still don't work.
Oh,
it,
shoot.
It comes with a. No, I don't want to sign up to an email. Comes with a different
Well, damn.
cylinder head setup too, but
Oh, heck yeah.
there you go. They do exist.
Oh, okay.
With an F2.
Yep.
How good's that?
I might have to revive that project now then.
Hang on, I'll find the full kit. Oh, never mind.
What's it?
Yeah, again, you just
Haven't lost a 1v1 yet. Is that it?
Who's that?
I don't even.
Haven't lost a 1v1 yet.
Is that in? Is that
In limp,
no, not
limp node. Definitely is.
Yeah.
That's fucking nice.
All
Are you just
right.
basking in the heater there? Straight go on.
That's what it sounded like.
There you go. So that's what it looks like.
All right, so got some really good news, guys. Monk have jumped on board with the Australian NSL team, and they are sponsoring the NSL team for Oracles. So they have their
I'm
gats
guessing
up and
about 10 of them
going.
back here, though.
But we're still looking for pistols at the moment. But securing the gats is very important for us. So at least we know we're going over there, and we have some equipment.
We have the tools available.
We have the tools
They're
available. Yeah.
upgrading to the Oracles too.
Yep.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah. So thanks,
Oh, what a
Monk.
shame you're not going.
Upgrading the Trinities, mate. Settle down.
Yeah. So hats off
That's good.
to Monk to stand up and
board.
support the Aussie team. I'm pretty sure these guys will rep the Monk Oracle as they do. So thank you, Monk, for sponsor us.
We love that.
Yeah, good work.
Yep.
And I'm sure a couple of the boys will end up ordering a couple and
I
And
know Matty Collins.
they will
and
be.
Zarin
I think
were
Matty
talking about
Collins is and Zarin.
yeah.
They're ordering one and bringing them back to see if they can modify it to a gel blaster.
it. Well, they actually, Matty and Zarin talking about it last Saturday about how to do it.
Yeah.
They're looking at just
do
milling
it in
down the
parts.
barrel. They're looking at just milling down the barrel just to fit inside. That's all you really need to
The
do.
mag terminals are going to be
Well,
the hard
yeah.
part.
mag
terminal,
They've
yeah.
got that gasket that separates the upper from the lower.
Yeah.
So
For that part.
you have to get rid of that and then 3D print mag terminals into that gasket.
Yeah.
That'll be the way to do it.
But that's like those two things. Are like,
That might be too logical though. That
Might
might be
be.
the way to do
well,
it.
for at least for Zarin, it is.
Might be. Oh, I don't know. All right. Well, yeah. Might. How many? We've still got seven viewers, 8 viewers on there now. Someone
Yeah.
else just jumped in.
Eight
Is there
eight dribblers? Did you
8
say?
dribblers?
Eight
Yeah. So,
dribblers.
is there anything in the chat that you'd like to bring up as a topic, or if you got anything on your mind?
What do you think?
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think?
thinking about?
We're running out of ideas here.
Yeah, you should run through the team list.
Yeah,
for
no, Nicole
the
needs to put
32.
another good question in there. She had a good one with the whole
Well,
player stuff.
I'm
She should
actually-
go in on that.
I've actually got my team, not my team, but my list of invitees. I'm still waiting for Alicia to accept my friend request, so I can add her into the chat. So yeah, basically we've got, straight off the bat, we've got Peter from Gel Ballistics.
Mother of gelball right there.
Yeah, we have Alex, Pablo's or Sonny's mum. We have Demeter, who is a young Asian bird that come down with
was a QT.
Anthony Chaseling from QUT. We got Jason. We have Jordan from QUT. We have Maddie. I've got Mitch. So Mitch, who runs the counter at Tack Edge. We've got Nicole.
Which Matty? Who are you referring
Maddie.
to?
Madison.
Oh,
Madison.
Okay.
We've got Mitch. We've got Nicole. Nicole Loren. So she's from Armory. We're seeing if she can come. She'll probably bring Dobby down, I think. So,
Sorry, what was that?
Someone bring a sock.
Okay.
oh, Dobby a sock.
See, no one was like
Yeah.
massive game a Glock.
we got Zach.
Well, in that scenario, it
we've
would
got
be
Maddie.
Nicole gave Dobby a sock.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Maddie. Not Maddie. We've got Kai.
That's not an
Maddie.
engagement ring, it's a sock.
Maddie Holden's partner. We've got Cole,
Then she'd be free.
which is Nick's
Gold.
son.
True, yeah.
Then we've got Cara, which is Steve's partner.
Yeah.
That has two kids that are playing. So they has Isaac and Shane. Then we've got we'll go into the kids, and we've got Finn, Sam, and Tyson's QUT as well. And we're trying to get Alicia in there.
Come on, Alicia, strap
Uh,
up.
Alicia can bring whoever she
Shut
wants.
up, you
So
two.
if Alicia brings Coops, then
So
we'll
be
just
it.
Fence
restrict
can't go
him.
more than 1 meter from the breakout.
Yeah.
Restrict
Yeah.
me to
Re-
semi-auto only.
No,
That'll
no,
be-
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. You see me only, but you can only go to home.
Yeah, no. I was just going to say you can only run AEG, but you've probably got one of the best AEG blasts.
I will
in the
build.
world.
I will build a DSG for
I
that.
think you will.
No, you would just have to borrow
Yeah.
one of young Zach's
Oh, yeah.
blasters.
Nicole's
Yeah.
got another go
Even
on.
if-
I'll run
Yeah.
pistol.
Even young Zach's bosses.
Most memorable gel ball
Yeah,
experience.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Use one of
Let's go
those,
around
yeah.
one by one doing that. 'cause
Okay.
That's actually a pretty good question.
Here you go. So, most
Most-
memorable gel ball.
Too many to choose from, but the most recent one was at Blackside, and it was what was it? It was the King of the Hill last location, and I did a buzzer beater situation. It was like basically by the time ref said one, I literally just threw my whole body and like whacked them in the knee and said blue.
Yeah, and that
like,
last
that
spot.
last second last spot,
Yep.
Yeah.
crazy.
At
And
the
that was
post
in-
office and the
Yeah.
laundromat, that is
Yeah.
so open
Oh,
to
yeah.
anyone. So,
Oh no, he's put a gate on one side now too.
Yeah, that's why I had to run the other way.
Yeah.
I had to run around.
oh yeah.
But that was in like all that in full gear too. I'm surprised my knee didn't like my knee felt it, but like man, I'm like full gear, weighted plates the lot, and just yeeted myself across. So that was one of the close calls I've had, and man, that's still stuck with me, and I love watching it
Yeah.
because I put the Olympic theme song into the reel, and I put that on slow mo. That was
Yeah.
that was one for the books. But no, I've had a lot of.
John Wick experiences.
Yeah, John Wick experience. But even in the Mill Sims too, like just having that level of immersion. But
Yeah.
honestly, as cliche as it sounds, the friends we made along the way.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
true. Alan.
I was exactly going to say that.
Yeah.
Just the people you meet along the way.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
the things we do, like on the couch,
Oh, 100. Yeah.
doing Jersey shit
Yep.
to help these guys go over.
Yep.
Winning's not too bad, but it's not everything.
No, that's right.
Yeah, amen.
Yep.
It's been
It's
there,
the journey, isn't it?
yeah,
It's always
just,
the
Goes through the journey.
just go out and have fun.
Zach.
First ASL, pull my ass.
Oh,
Grabbed the
yeah.
flag, went around home. One foot went one way, one foot went that way, and I'm just going up. I still managed to get them all though with
Oh,
the flag.
Cool.
So that was always
Nice.
fun.
Matty.
Obviously, last year, surely representing your country last
Yeah,
year.
I got a few, but I would say probably walking into Real Strike, like going from the like the lane onto the field.
Yep.
Was like a bit insane. That would probably be one of them. I'd probably say
We wanted a quick moment, not a fucking whole lecture.
Yeah.
But there's two. Okay, there's two more. There was.
While we're still young.
There was going to the 2023 NSL trials.
Yeah.
And meeting people and playing against like the best of the best that I'd never even met before.
Yeah.
As like a nobody, and then like officially joining VK is probably the top three for me.
There you go, Dale. He's still there. Mine would have to be hardcore. My pistol went down in the second match. We come to the third match. I've gone for the flag, got the flag, peeled off to the right hand side in the snake, and Tubbs goes flying down the right hand side, like completely past me, didn't even see me. And then I get up and I piss bolt towards that wall, and I hang the flag with 5 players on the field. Okay,
Why don't you show the
5
video?
players. Yeah.
We've got the video on.
Oh, I
the
know.
group chat.
Everybody's got the video. Yeah.
That was sick.
That was one of my like all time favourite wins. Like to 5-ball. Fuck everyone. Yeah, it was
Been a
just.
dream of yours to 5-ball some
It has.
some bunch of
I've still
males.
owed someone a couple of balls, so
Yeah, you owe me
whether
a
it's
lot.
teabagging or shooting,
Okay, maybe not the first one.
maybe. Paddy's saying, if winning isn't bad, Alan, why are you going to VK then?
Don't read my comment.
Yeah,
No comment?
You can't see your comment, thankfully.
No.
There's a
I
response
will
to that
basically
sums it up.
rephrase your comment for you to get away from you, Paddy.
Oh my God, it's all started.
Mate, we started at about 7 o'clock, didn't we?
Yeah,
Sorry,
definitely,
we invited me into this.
definitely did.
Convenient, nearly. It's 9/11.
Another good question.
Let's do it.
Wow.
There was another question.
Is that
No.
maybe we're going to all crash and burn?
Most memorable gel ball experience. When
Appreciate
was
it,
the
yeah.
first time you played, and what field?
Oh.
In what way? Or just in general?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, picked up a job.
like picked up a gel blaster
Yeah.
on the field.
My backyard.
Yeah, mine was too actually.
Nah, for me specifically,
Hey Cody, how you going, mate?
I don't know why I remember this very specifically, but I guess it is that core memory of like I just started going to the rabbit hole. December 8, 2018, I played with that Gen 8 UMP at Wake-Hole at M7. That's how it all started for me. And like,
Yep.
I wish they kind of kept going because they evolved the field quite nicely.
Yeah.
I will admit. And then I just never got, when I got around to being able to head back out that way again, it's like, oh yeah, it's closed. I'm like, huh?
The wind was killer down there.
Oh
You went
yeah.
down when it was windy, you just
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, the junkyard
don't
was
even
my
play-
jam.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the junkyard was my jam. So, yeah, no, that was first gel ball game for me. But
Yep.
it's gonna be it's one of those things where it's like you just do it so many times you've lost count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan, yours.
Gulf City.
Okay.
when roughly.
Oh,
So we got one gives us long answer,
years,
one gives
maybe?
us 10 seconds.
Yeah.
4 years ago, maybe? 3? 4? I don't know.
It'd have to be 4.
Something
Have to be over 4 now.
like that. No, I got a Scar wasn't my first blaster. Actually, it was a big gas plastic bullshit Desert Eagle bloody thing.
Yeah.
So then I upgraded. Then I went to Gel City and sort of upgraded again, and went to Tac Edge, and they upgraded. That was
Yeah.
brought a new blaster, and that night at Gel City, the gearbox cracked.
Damn.
Took it back. It got replaced. The next Thursday, I went back to Gel City.
Yeah.
Correct it again.
Cracked it again.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And they radiused the corners and all that kind of crap. And then after that, it was.
Was that the Silver Edge gearbox?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. And pretty much from then on, it was like, no, fuck this. Let's try this HPA stuff thingy.
Yeah. Okay.
Thingamajig Watsits.
Thingamajigs. Yeah. Paddy's got a question in there. Apart from Paddy, who is the worst player in speedball?
Can't comment, man. I don't play speedball.
No comment.
I'll throw myself out
Come on.
at that.
Grow
Yeah,
up
lucky
here.
you.
Go be here.
I used to be like that, and then I went to a scrims match, and it was all over from there.
Well, for me, it's not so much who's the worst player.
Worst player.
It's more just
Worst player.
Who's the most toxic?
Who's the most consistent cheat?
Old mate from Diamond Dogs.
no
Current
comment.
player.
Current
Who?
player.
No, well, I suppose
current player?
I suppose that wasn't the question. Is that how it reads?
No,
or?
no.
I mean, based on what measure? Worst in what way?
Yeah.
Is that open to interpretation or
Well, yeah. 'cause
Worst
realistically, you
ego,
can't.
worst for calling, worst.
worst drip?
Yeah.
Like personally, like for like the worst behaviour would have to be anarchy in general and ghost.
Thank you for saying it.
No,
Someone
but
else.
like,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
under
but
the
like,
bus now.
not to be offensive to anyone, but it's whenever you verse people like those teams,
Yeah.
and something stupid happens. Like when it's me against Creed or me against Empire, doesn't matter what call has happened. At the end of the day, we all give each other a high five
You
Yeah.
can walk off the
and
field,
laugh and walk off the
fist
field. But
bumps.
Yeah.
no offense to them in general. Like I have friends with everyone.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
yeah.
who it is. It's just my own
Just not
opinion.
Ghost and Anarchy by
Yeah.
the sound of
No,
it.
I'm friends with them too, but it's just there are some teams that you rather not sort of try and deal with
Yeah.
and try and stay not so much away, but like
Hey, Matty.
you know it's going to go. happen.
Mate, go back and watch it.
Yeah, go back and watch it. Actually, for the previous question,
Five on the couch on demand, mate.
yeah, for the previous
Yeah.
question before that, my first run was actually at Gladstone CQ Blasters Field.
Yeah.
Sure.
I had a F1 Demolition Ranch AR-15.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
full metal,
class.
everything.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was sick to run.
Classic.
That
Beautiful
was
blaster.
3 years ago before.
APS.
Oh no, it was good until the first comp happened at CQ and I grenaded it.
Yeah.
And then HBA happens. But
Yeah.
for you, Matty?
My first time playing gelball was early to mid 2017.
Yep.
Well done.
And it was the second or third ever event at Nuketown. So it would have been the second or third ever official gelball game
Nice.
in Queensland.
For the newbies that might be in there, what's the special connection with Nuketown?
Oh, we don't talk about them. But, okay. No, so it started with Tack Edge. Not that they were the ones I was saying. We're talking about Donnybrook here. It
Yeah.
was David Blake, Tack Edge, Azraels, then known as Chainsaw. Just like a whole bunch of people. There's a few other I've missed in there as well, but they started Nuketown up at the old Heritage Park in Pimpama back
Yeah.
when it was not a half of a sports complex.
Yep.
And yeah, so that they had a couple games there, and then me and my father came to the second or third one.
Yep.
167, 70 something people,
Holy shit.
and that was consistent numbers then. It was
Yeah.
consistently over 120 back then.
Wild.
Who was it Ragnar?
He came in very late.
He
Yeah.
came in
He was
very
just off
late.
Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been when I first played, and we were using when the M4A1 Gel Blaster just got the Wells M401. The shipment arrived, we got those, and then we went to the field. That was that event.
Is that
Yeah.
the clear receiver?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
The Gen 1, the first
Yeah.
ones that they did.
They were good for a time, and then
They
they
were.
kind of
Yeah.
just kind of dipped.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we went out to one of the very early Nuketown events. Obviously, we ended up taking over the field.
Yeah, nice.
When Azrael's Armory started its shop and didn't want to continue with the field.
Yeah, right.
We ended up with it through a few different channels, complications of insurance and stuff like that. So,
Yep.
yeah, that's the connection. That's how I started.
Most insured gelball, airsoft, paintball field in Australia, isn't it?
Yep, we're insured for all of those things.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
The most comprehensive insurance in pretty much any part of this industry by a long shot.
Yep.
So that's that.
The
But
second question.
yeah, if we're talking about the second question, if we're talking worst for cheating,
Here we go.
if,
Busting it under
was
the
the
bus
question
never
in
looks so good.
speedball, or are we talking in
No,
general?
in speedball.
It
Yeah,
says
in
in
speedball.
speedball.
In speedball.
Ooh.
Let's keep it.
Yeah, no, I'm not
PG.
gonna
Yeah.
go too crazy.
When he says not too crazy,
I can see you're trying to hold back.
No, I'm genuinely trying to figure out who I should say here. I know there's a few easy like throw out picks, but
Yeah.
That's right, I beat you to it.
yeah, well it's
Who
gonna
did?
be one of them. It's
You
gonna
did?
be one of them.
Oh shit, Ster.
Yeah. Come on, spit it out.
Well, you got that many to choose from.
or at least the worst team's attitude.
Oh, if it's attitude, it's anarchy. Not even close. It's them because they don't come up to say good game or anything apart from Gus. They don't come and say good game. They don't say
Gus-
anything.
Gus
In
is
fact,
fine.
they'll sit on the sideline and abuse you in ways that aren't considered banter, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And just generally like one-sided opinions of them thinking everyone else is the cheat when realistically the entire rest of the sport looks at them as the problem. So it's like they're in their own little bubble and they keep to it and they don't like engaging with other people unless they gain something from it. Like obviously old mate talking to all the NSL guys because he will gain something from that if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'd say them for sure. If we're talking worst in terms of skill,
Oh, he's going down that list, boy.
Yeah.
This is why I love Milsom, man. I mean, we don't even have, like, yeah, there's no league nature to the way we play, but we don't really have this sort of
I
situation.
can't really pick one that's worst in skill.
But
Because everyone's got
but
something
do
going
you
for
really
them.
have that team aspect on a
Not on that league level, no. But, like, yes,
Yeah.
we have teams that sort of operate in their own little groups. Yeah, but, like, it's kind of like, you know, do you. You know, for us, it's like you do you. Like, you have your SOP, we have our SOP, you know. And
See, I think it's different in that aspect, whereas we like to mingle within the teams,
Yeah.
chin wag,
Yeah.
talk some shit, but there's certain teams
Yeah.
that don't bring
exactly.
that back.
That culture, yeah.
That dynamics
Um,
back, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I wish the Milsom guys would do, because the only time it really happens is in the Milsoms. But even then, like, once you're done with, like, a big Milsom, and it's, like, camping trip session, basically, at that point, like, you know, some of the sections within, say, like, Blue 4, like, you know, the sections will all merge, like, we'll just start a bigger fire, and then everyone just sort of corrals and just talk smack and debriefs and have dinner and drinks with the boys and all that. But I don't know, I mean, like, I'd love to see more of that in the Milsom scene, where it's like, you know, the Milsom teams come together. It used to be, you know, like, there was like 9 Milsom teams once upon a time.
Yeah.
But they've kind of drifted off into their own thing, where it's like, you know, Sierra Company was one, and then you had like the, you know,
Yeah,
fucking
but
the
it's also
Woodland
like
crew.
going to places and having a bad experience like with the Milsimmers and like they won't come like you swear that you shot them and everything like that, but you walk by them like especially at Blackside, you walk by them, you eye contact and then you just keep going by. There's nothing, no word said like, "Oh, bro, you should have called your head or something like that," you know, like
Or
Or great shot,
mate, fucking-
yep.
and a fist bump. Or,
Yep.
yeah,
But I think that, like, the people that tend to go to black site, they're getting used to us type of players. So it's
yeah,
not the normal stigma and
Yeah.
as it would be at black site. But
yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
It's and it's gonna come down to, I guess, just the absolute different like contrast in play style. Like, for the most part, like, I don't, like, I'll yell hit where I can, but like most of the time it's like, you know, when someone's worked the hard, it's like the whole John Wick analogy
Yeah.
for black side safety briefing. Like, if someone's worked that hard, I'm not about to give them away by
Yeah.
calling my hit, but
Yeah.
I'll wave and like give them like a fist bump if I can, or just sort of, you know, if say they're trying to clear it, and this is kind of the worst funnel for it, but from Bravo spawn, the
Yeah.
cartel,
Yep.
when you get shot and you're trying to come out that doorway, it's like you're basically, you know, disrupting the train. So for
Yeah.
me, even with my say, you know, I call my hit, I do it quietly because, again, like, I don't want to ruin someone's effort.
Yeah.
Then I'll have my hand up and I'll just scoot out the way, let
Yeah.
the train pass through, and then once it's unobstructed, then I come out.
Yep.
Some people don't quite get that memo with players at Blackside. I will honestly say this, and it's just like, you know, again, like, it's just a matter of respect. Like, you've made it this far to
Yeah.
spawn trap my guys. I'm not about to give your position away, you know. And I guess on the
he's done that. as
So
soon as
Matty's
he fired a
saying
shot
they
anyway.
can't feel the hits because of all their
Technically,
gear.
he's given
And
that
then-
to me is honestly a skill issue
Yeah.
with them. Like they haven't trained enough in their gear to know when that's the case.
Yeah.
You can definitely, once
Yeah.
you've used it for long enough, you can
Yeah.
hear them as well.
Yeah.
And feel them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that to me, like, you know, and I guess, yeah, I mean, like, look, I don't take it as a dig, and, like, you know, honestly, like I said, it's a skill issue.
Yeah.
Like, people don't condition or train themselves enough to be familiar in their own gear, to understand, like, how it functions for them. Then, yeah, by all means, like, you know, I'll know. Like, and it has to come down to the case of when in doubt, call yourself out. That's the whole thing with an honor system,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
What, just going off that,
Yeah.
what cracks me up with like reffing at Newtown and stuff, someone will look at you and they go, "Did that hit me?" I'm like, well,
But if they're asking you, then that hit
if
them.
you've asked me, that's obviously given you some kind of indication.
Actually,
One
same
of the
thing
classics
happens in
is when
speedball.
they get
uh,
hit,
packets
they think no
are
one's
hard.
looking and they
Yeah.
look for where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Then
if they see
they're-
someone staring at them, then they call it.
Yeah,
It's a classic.
They wear this stuff because they're afraid of, dang man, that kind of, bro, that's a bit mean. It's a bit unbecoming.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, just sniped from the comments.
Yeah, no, he's like they wear this stuff because they're afraid of getting
well,
hit
in
by little
comparison
Joe
to a
balls. I
speed
mean,
boy, you got to admit they do wear a lot of gear.
Yeah.
In comparison to a shirt.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Bananas
lucky to
with
be
a shirt.
wearing any gear at all, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually your
that's
pants are
very
off,
true.
mate. Don't worry
That's
about it.
very true.
yeah,
But yeah, even like as Peter was saying, packets. So with the running pistol or something like that, you've got the backpack on. Yes, I've been hit in the backpack quite a few times and haven't heard it, haven't felt it. So that's the reason why I run the ESGs now. Yeah, basically.
That pistols don't work.
Well, no, they do. They do. But it comes down to growing your gels and sorting your gels properly.
that's what it is. Like honestly,
Yeah.
when in doubt, call it out. Like what's the worst that's gonna happen? You know what I mean? The front backpack too. The front backpack too. Eh?
He doesn't know who milks him.
The front backpack too.
You mean like the plate?
Yeah, so
front of the plates?
the chest rig.
Chest rigs, yeah.
Chest rig.
I mean, like, look.
I love a chest rig.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
But
Love it.
yeah, I mean, like, look. It's again going back to it. What I was saying to Maddie and Patty. I guess it's that it's just a familiarity with gear. Like,
Yeah.
if you really, you know, and I find like with some of the other guys, if we find that best way to actually sort of sometimes sort of work around it is just start aiming for the fleshy bits.
Yeah.
Like some people kind of get that, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll be like, yeah, I'm cool with it. But yeah, honestly, when in doubt, call it out. Or if you're not sure, just take a moment
Just
and
take it, yeah.
actually just take it. Like again, what's the worst that can happen? You just have to hike it back to spawn, whatever.
And then
you know?
come back and hit that field even
Yeah, hunt
harder.
them down again.
Yeah.
Done.
That's the way to do it.
Oh,
Are the worst at calling it. Yeah, they are. They are. That's why, yeah, Matty, overshoot.
Overshoot tastefully.
Overshoot.
See, overshoot tastefully. Like,
Yeah,
example-
not too much. Don't
Yeah.
don't drag it out. Like, don't put 15 into them. Maybe 3 or 4.
hanging there lifeless.
Two, 3 or
yeah.
4. You know, like even with the pistol, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I always,
Yeah.
it's never just one. It's like
yeah.
it's always 4 or 5 or 6. But
some-
if they're not calling it,
Yeah.
and I know that I'm hitting them, then I'll just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. So
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't like overshooting. I don't really
Yeah.
do it.
he loves shooting refs, and he will
Jackson?
say that with a smile on his
Me?
face.
Yeah, it's not me. Wouldn't be me.
No,
I don't overshoot. I don't shoot refs intentionally, of course. Yeah. I'm
but if they're in the
very
road, he'll
sensible.
shoot.
Very sensible. I don't shoot anyone.
No,
actually.
I had a
Usually
po-
set up in the
Except
dead
their
box.
name starts with them.
Well, generally a ref is right behind the player, so
Yeah.
you'd be shooting the ref as you're going for the player. But
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
No.
that's the price you pay.
Sometimes
for
I have
reffing.
this little devil on my shoulder that tells me as a referee, "Oh, you should overshoot this person." I seem to remember this one guy behind me says, "Oh, I reckon Peter in the Snake deserves a few more headshots." So my attention changed from the player to the referee.
It did. Then the
Yeah.
referee was zoned in on that time.
Yeah.
They also said quite a few can go towards Paddy as well.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
spent a whole mag on Paddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I had a poor soul
I
cop
can see
6.
your point of view.
No, I had a poor
What a
soul.
load of bullshit. You came around and gave me 10. when the player wasn't there, and you
Well,
know
no,
it.
so no, that's the
That
thing,
was
right?
funny.
You got to pre-fire those.
That's right.
Yeah, and the walk, like actually, as I was running,
Paddy.
yeah, as I was running, because my trigger's so sensitive, as I was running, the footsteps actually set my trigger off another 9 times.
The sound of my feet was making my trigger bar.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. So I shot one.
Then 10 come out.
Yeah, 9 more come out afterwards, and they all went straight into Paddy.
You really know how full of shit you sound right now, eh?
And a few mags on Alicia as well. How you going, Alicia?
There she is.
There she is.
Ask the question.
What's that?
Is she playing?
Hey, Alicia, if I invite you to the 2v2 on Wednesday night, will you play?
The mother's,
Please.
It's the Mother's Day
female.
family sort of
That's why Matt's
competition.
Please.
Please. You can bring Matt, but Matt will only be allowed to go to the 50 line, no further.
50.
What about
50.
what
No,
about
We
Taylor?
said 10.
He's
What
just
about
going home.
Hey?
What about Taylor?
What if Marty
Oh, you didn't put Taylor.
Put Taylor on the
Well,
list.
Taylor is what we class as
She's
a pro player.
Yeah. Well, she plays
What do you
for-
class me as then,
She's
mate?
playing.
A pro
you saying?
player, but your
Useless pro player.
partner.
Yeah.
You're playing with your partner.
What's
Pro
that?
player,
What if
but
Marty buys
pro
the
player
ring?
within
Nah.
reason.
Yeah. She can't play with hers because he's another pro player.
Yep.
I actually have.
Oh, it starts at 6. 6:30 start. Sorry.
Got to be there at 6.
What is a pro player? So anyone that plays King of the Hill, anyone that plays Killers Club, anyone really that's in one of the top teams, Empire, Creed, Anarchy, Ghost. So
I'm scrolling.
No grave diggers.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, Gravediggers.
No insidious.
No Insidious.
I
No.
haven't heard Gravediggers in a long time. Well, last I heard of them was a discount code at what?
Yeah.
They still have it.
No.
No,
No,
don't.
Oh, it's gone now, is it?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about
No,
Joe
that's
Cartel Brisbane?
Anyone that makes
No, we
some
never
Oz
actually
team,
got-
yeah.
We just got verbal discounts. Well, I do anyway.
So if I go
The
in there in a
secret
Joe
handshake.
Cartel Brisbane jersey,
me,
I don't
me
get
and
nothing.
Johnny and
No.
Josh
Probably.
and Tony.
Yeah, man, just
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
thank you. What's this Paddy saying? A Kif, you're just a pro shit talker.
He's like above pro.
Coming from a legend.
Yeah, it probably is.
He's like in
Popcorn and Kettle
champion.
Black there.
He is champion, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the champion rank of shit.
Popcorn
Yeah.
and Kettle
it's
Black.
National Speedball League, not National Shit Talk League.
Undecided
Yeah.
on that one, Patrick.
Hey, is there a difference?
Hey, he is telling the truth.
Are we talking about
He is-
Joseph?
Joseph? Who?
Yeah,
Mary
yeah, no,
is telling the
Mary
Kif, he's
Root.
talking about Joseph.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we're in the loop. So, what time does your therapy start?
Finish.
Or finish, should I say, Alicia? Or do you have another friend, whether it be another girl or your mum, bring your mum down? Can you
it
do-
might be Andrew.
Andrew Scott. So it's mainly for How you going, William? Yeah, for an all-nighter, yeah. No, definitely not. 5-ish. Well, you got time to get down there then. We start dead on 6:30.
Matt,
Oh,
you have your
five-ish, yeah.
blasters and,
Yep,
and,
In the box?
and everything all lubed up.
yep. Matt will have all your blasters on point. Who the hell is William? That'd be mush.
And if you win, he'll give you a ring.
Look at your mother. No thanks. Okay. Well, do you have a girlfriend or another friend that plays
Yes, she
gelball?
does.
Apart from this girl up the back here,
Who's not even in pro.
is not even in pro. No.
Not anymore, you're not.
No.
So what do you think? Or you can pick anyone from the 2v2 chat.
Taylor.
Coops is the GF.
Strobes. Take Strobes.
But if it's a
He
pro
won 2
player,
times.
50 mark.
You can even ask. Okay, so you can ask Taylor, but she is not allowed past that 50 mark.
Ooh.
And we actually had that
Well, hey, yeah.
last night, and it was fun. Like
It was fun.
people that were so you had Sam and Strobes that were like killing it all freaking night. Anyway, the only way to get them off that field was to time out. So they aimed for Sam, killed Sam, which meant Strobes had to do a lot
as
of
much
work by going from barrier to barrier to get different angles on whoever was the last player. So, because once you time out, that's 2 new teams. So you don't make the king, that's it. So 2 new teams come back on. And it was quite fun. I think there was a lot of people on the sidelines just yelling and screaming. Strobes is woman enough. I'm not going to argue with that. I am not going to argue at all. But any one of the ladies on that team, in that chat, you can hit them up. Any of the kids. Or if you've got someone in mind, maybe Darren.
Yeah, Darren would
really
be good.
don't,
Come on.
You
come
really don't want that.
If
No,
you
we
want to
do.
win,
I've
don't
not-
get Darren. Okay.
I've never seen Darren hold a blaster properly yet.
Actually, it was-
that'll get up him.
It was quite funny watching Nick's kid, Cole, when he came around and swept around. His blaster was down. I'm like, put your blaster up. But he ran the whole field with it down like that until he got to the end and he's like, oh, bang. And then he started shooting it. It was quite funny. He got traded out so many times by doing that. What's that? Akif's got the entire roster on his back. Nah. Paddy's like,
Strokes,
lol, you should see
I
the
know what he's talking about
hair
now.
care routine. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. The entire roster or the whole team on his back?
Both.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
He's not wrong, though.
No, it's not wrong. So yeah, Alicia, if you want to... what do you mean you know better than that? I see you took out a couple of the players at
Hey,
the
Killers?
Killers Club.
Yes, I was going to say.
At a scrim session at GSA, she killed Dale like 4 times in a row, unanswered.
Well, that's not a hard
Oh,
feat.
okay, that's not hard to do either. This day and age with his bung knee and...
Bunghole.
Bunghole? Yeah, bunghole needs TP for conholio. But no, Alicia, definitely, it's an eye-opener and it's a really fun night.
Yeah, come for a run.
You can't pick Zach because he's already running with his mum.
Yep. Fuck it.
Who's the pro player?
Her.
Okay.
We'll restrict her to the 50 line.
Right on that. Her mum just slays
Yeah.
like, yo.
Zach's the
Yeah,
pro,
carried.
just different sport.
Yeah,
Whoa, wild.
yeah, that was wild, eh?
No.
Paddy,
Not
Shush
the
you.
line down sport I was
Shush.
thinking of.
I get
Shush
next
you.
Wednesday off again, mate. If you want, word on the street, he's in the comeback. He is, mate. He is. He said it on the chat earlier. He's already got
He said
5
this-
players. He's got his team
He
picked.
said he's got this kid
Well-
named Mush as well.
Yep. He did name Mush. He
I've
did.
got one
Sorry, not kidding.
One idea for an invite.
What's that?
I've got one idea for an invite.
Who?
He's sitting right next to you.
What do you reckon?
Which Wednesday?
This one's
This Wednesday coming. Hang on.
Yeah.
Dominic's just got to clear his.
Probably the one
Clear-
comp
yeah,
that
clear as-
directly
clear as-
transfers
clear as-
from CQB.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one of your mates right
Yeah.
He's GBBR.
So
Yeah,
how
the
about
flash
if you
one.
if you ran with
Yeah.
Dominic? He's
15.
full on CQB, never done speedball,
Not like that.
or
No.
not like
But-
this.
Not like that. Yeah.
In
Not in
saying
that.
that, Dominic, there's no rules. It's
Yeah,
just
true.
go out, have a.
You can blind 5 people and
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do whatever
as
you
a
like.
dead player,
You can-
you can tell your teammate where the other people are.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
literally-
right.
There is
It's
no
a
rule.
wild-
You
Yeah,
can flip it to
It's
full
just,
auto.
it's just
Yeah.
a crazy fun night.
it is.
Okay. Okay. Might put my hand up.
Now
for
you're
that.
starting to sound like Kingsley saying that. Stop saying it.
I mean,
Um,
gotta take it from someone. Gotta take from someone.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want, team up with Alicia, if you're
Yeah.
free.
Cool. Yeah. No.
What do you think,
Oh.
Alicia? I can put him down as a secured partner.
Let the poor man fucking think about it instead of putting him on the spot.
Well,
Well, you started.
Alicia's a pretty good player. She's
Oh, no,
not a
she
bad
is.
player.
It was a mere suggestion.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
Oh well, hey,
Yeah.
he sounds keen. What, lock him in then.
Yep.
I mean, you got the QET guys in there, so at least there's some people with that play style too. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
they,
those
they
guys.
do well, man.
They
Yeah.
have done quite well.
yeah,
and,
not
and they use
I'll give 'em credit.
Milsim
Yeah.
length blasters as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like
it's
a
No
not
traitor.
not a
Yeah, it's
big
very
boy
shotgun.
blaster
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, Cameron from Gel City.
Yeah.
Well, he was running with the walking stick and a shotgun.
yeah, I couldn't attend. Well, because Maddie's not giving you a lift, isn't it?
Actually, did you see? Did you see his unicorn pistol?
Who's sorry?
Cameron's. So Cameron's
Oh,
got this
yeah.
unicorn one. It's a old Nerf gun that he's turned into a pistol,
Well, damn.
and there's a built-in
HBA, isn't it?
built-in bloody tracer unit. So
Jeez.
when he fires, like he just runs glows. So when he fires, they all glow coming
It's
out.
basically puke and rainbow, so they say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
there you go.
It looks like you and Alicia's on.
Okay.
I only left the G up, Alan.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah. So what you can do, Alicia, is on that in that chat that I just added you to, just write down, just say something like Alicia and Dominic confirmed, and then that's when I know that you guys are
GSA,
Ready to
6
go.
o'clock Wednesdays.
GSA 6 o'clock on a Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday, yep.
Doesn't have to
Oh,
carry
yeah,
me
six
anymore.
or
Is it
Wednesday.
6 or 6?
Yep.
6 o'clock.
Been trying to get my
recommended
super
we
shoddy
get
shell
there at 6.
ejecting shotgun.
Pay your
so
20
far it
bucks,
shoots 3
$65
meters.
To the
It's $25.
Oz team.
Yep.
To the man, yeah.
So it's $25 all up.
Yep. 30. So it's 30 all up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because
and then,
that's my biggest gripe is logistics. Because I finished 5:30 at work, which is fucking shit.
well, it
So.
doesn't
But it
kick
depends
off
on where
till
you
6,
come
though.
on to the
Oh,
on the
okay.
standings
Yeah.
is when you're going to start.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So you
yeah.
could be like the last team running,
Yeah, okay.
which then gives you an extra 10, 15 minutes on top of when we start.
No, we'll
Yeah.
put it this way,
Go-
Paddy.
go
So
quick
Rico
down,
won't be
down
last
and go
because he
for
won't
1
be
minute.
he
No,
won't be
sorry.
in there.
Let me lay out.
Well,
So the
Who's
time
in there
out,
so
that's,
far?
the full time is 3 minutes.
Mainly
but
all the women.
generally 1 minute. Or
Women,
2.
kids, and a couple of QET guys.
Who are their partners all been, or are you announcing that later?
No. So I'll read out and announce the nominees, and then from the nominees, they have to find their partner by Tuesday afternoon, say
I'll write
6
mine
o'clock.
right now.
Yeah.
This is why I've not gone to yet. 45
minutes, is that all?
From like if I work from Brighton because I
Yeah,
work.
you'll be right.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be right.
I could play with Alicia if he can't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can on this one for now, but until I sort this logistics out, they got me everywhere at work at the moment.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
so-
that's a no.
For the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Until I figure out my logistics on the Wednesdays.
All right. Well, Alicia, you got Maddie.
Well, at least you get a lift out of it too, Alicia. Woo.
Yep.
Yeah, and you get a free lift.
She's still gonna find her own fucking way there.
And the
Oh,
Rexy too.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
right.
So yeah, and there's trophies for first place, second, and third. So yeah, that's Wednesday night, 6:30, kickoff on the dot.
Yep.
There's
Um,
no rules, so blind fire and don't
No
convince.
rules. You can blind fire. You can do whatever you like. You can actually go from the breakout wall, pretend you got shot, but you didn't get shot. Walk halfway down the field, and then jump back into the game and clear them up.
Joey did
So-
that last night.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was
So
funny as shit.
all the reps had walkie-talkies and were confirming what was going on at all times. So it was quite funny listening to who was it, Rico and Zarin talking about shields activated and yellow shoes again. So yeah, it was a really fun night. Everyone enjoyed themselves. And that's so that's Wednesday night 2v2. I am looking at doing a four-man comp, rather similar to HVT. So I'm trying to incorporate the milsim or it's the milsim parts or gameplays into a speedball game. With HVT, what I want to do with that is like one person's nominated as your HVT, or flag carrier, so he'll have a flag. Your goal is to protect that person at all times. If the HVT gets shot, end of game. Opposition player gets 25 points for shooting the HVT. 1 point allocated for each man left on the field. If HVT on the attacking side gets HVT to the wall without being shot, that's 50 points. Both teams will have 3 minutes of attack. So one team will get their turn 3 minutes of attacking, and then after that, the other team gets 3 minutes in turn of attacking.
Yeah.
So that's basically the gameplay I wanna do as well. So a 4v4, not a 5v5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something else that I'm trying to work on as well. But yeah, it's all fun.
Yeah.
Trying to bring that Milsim, CQB, all that sort of style in with the Speedy Boys. I think the fair few people will enjoy it.
They have been so far. So
Yeah. Well, the King of the Hills worked out really good.
Version anyway.
Yeah, definitely worked out well. 4v4, I think it's one less than 5, so
And one more than 3.
one more than 100% there, Alan. I just think
Two more
with
than
the
two.
smaller numbers, it's a lot easier to get people to play, rather than if you 5 players plus you need a sub or something like that. So there's 6.
Isn't it past your bedtime yet, apparently?
Yeah, is
It
it?
is.
It is actually.
No, it's past all of our bedtimes.
I've still got invoices to write.
You do? Yeah. Well, there's only 5 viewers left on it now, so
Three of them are us.
No, 4 of them are.
4 out of you
Yours,
guys.
yours counts as well.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah.
Shit, we're all in the chat. All right,
We're talking
well,
to ourselves.
we're going to end it tonight. We're going to end it now. But yeah, we'll see you down at the 2v2 on Wednesday. 3v3 starts Monday night. So
I was training this weekend. Or no?
we have
that's next
Outlaws
weekend.
have training the following weekend.
No, Outlaws have training this week.
Oh, this weekend. Is
Yeah,
it?
then ASL. No, then NSL's weekend after, isn't it? Because yours was the weekend off, wasn't it?
Yeah, June the 1st. There's 2 in June. June the 1st and I think 29th of June.
It's
Yeah.
ASL.
That's
Yeah,
ASL, but
ASL.
NSL's got their training not this weekend after, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but still doing scrims and everything as well with them. But
Field crawl this week.
field crawl. I
No,
think
it's not
Zaren's called it as the 2 to 5 session on Saturday at TAC Edge at GSA. So if you want to jump on that and go see Zaren and his brother, they'll be at GSA 2 to 5. I won't be anywhere this weekend. I'm having the weekend off.
I'm gonna work on the car this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta work on my car.
Okay.
150k service time.
Yep.
So, time to open that engine up again. But yeah, it's not too bad though. Once it's done, it's like lifetime replacement. But after that,
Yep.
I'm pretty much gonna start. I'm gonna be rotating between. I'm gonna try and get my rotation of fields back. I want to get back onto basically rotating between Blacksite and Newtown. I want to give the new crossfire layout and
Yep.
Mango Hill weather permitting.
Oh, Mango Hill.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a minute. It's
Yep.
still going apparently. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just
All
gonna
right.
run
I've
you-
never been out there. I've heard of it, but never been out that way.
Used to be
What's
the
the
ladies' skirmish.
what's the shop there at North Lakes?
X-Force, the shop.
It is
And
X-Force?
Viper Tech.
Viper Tech, that's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All
I'll be
right.
doing that,
Well,
but yeah.
you'll be at a bar in Surfers on Friday night. Good on you, Paddy. Will you be dancing on that bar,
Yep.
Is that bar called the Beat?
or is that bar in your butt?
Yeah.
What's this?
I brought that. It's glass.
Oh, real man. Nice.
It's glass.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know
eh?
what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a glass 12 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. We'll see you next week. We'll see you on the field.
Cool.
Remember,
So-
remember, we have to keep the stream in limbo for 20 seconds so they can see this.